What's up, everyone? This is episode 60 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, we have Darkside,
Hello, baby.
Creamcast,
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Green Tuner,
Hello.
and myself, Hulk Ed Underground. How you guys doing, baby?
Doing
Very
good.
confused.
I was really confused. That intro was, I wanted more, but not that. There was something missing. I don't know what it was, but something was extremely lacking in that intro.
Was that your Lou Frigno?
I thought it
Oh,
was
no,
more
no,
like
that
a
was my-
really
that was my
shitty,
Edward Norton.
Macho Man.
I'm
No,
sorry.
that was
That was
my
your
Edward
Edward Norton?
Yeah,
That was
Oh, okay.
That was
That makes
Edward
sense.
Norton?
Yikes.
yeah, that was my Edward Norton.
Wow.
Oof.
Whew. I mean, if that was an actual representation of Edward Norton, I could see why he did not continue being Bruce Banner in the future of the Hulk, in the future Hulk series, or a part of the Marvel universe, because that was horrible. So
Why do you think there were no more Jokers after Dark Knight?
Wow. No.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Wow. Wow, that was deep. That was deep.
Here, it's its rendition of his performance, and it was just he was like, "No, that's it.
It's like, yep, I'm done. I'm done with this.
That's it. I'm out."
I'm out. He's the greatest ever. No, that was impressive, Ed. I kudos to you, and I applaud you for your bravery for doing that great rendition of Edward Norton. Yeah, how you guys doing, man? You guys chilling?
Yeah, doing well.
Good. What about you, Darkside?
Mhm.
Hmm?
Are you still in shock of Ed's great performance, or what's going on with you?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, just he's very
Yeah.
mesmerizing what I'm seeing here on the screen.
Yeah,
You know?
Okay, yeah.
yeah, Ed,
I have that effect on people. But go on.
Ed,
Yeah, it could be
had
seizure
some,
inducing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, then he has some camera problems, so that's why he is green. To anyone that's listening,
Yeah, so to our audio
Mhm.
listeners, Ed is his entire screen is green, but we can still see him. It's like a green filter. So
like a green filter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for in honor of Ed's camera problems, that's why we named the title of this week's episode, Ed hulking out, which is quite funny that of all weeks, when we're really gonna talk about She-Hulk, that Ed would choose to have these camera problems at this time. So I think it's pretty cool. So but yeah, for my week, really quick, really chill week. I think last week I told you about the adventures of me trying to sell my other house, and
Oh yeah, but the guy that might
How'd
be
that go?
dead.
yeah, he ended up not showing up. So
Yeah.
it's a little weird,
So-
He's still a no-show.
he's still a no-show. So that
Well, you got the money, so you're good.
Well, I found out recently that actually we cannot get the money out because it's tied up in escrow. So we would literally have to sue the guy, or he would have to release it to us. So it's
So
like
what's gonna happen to the money?
it just sits there. It literally just sits there, and
Nobody touches it.
nobody touches it. There was a person recently that I heard from. There was a story of a person in another situation like this. They put the money in escrow and forgot about it for like 15 years. And then one day it just popped in their mind like, holy shit, I got like thousands of dollars in escrow for this house. Like I need to do something about it. They hit up the title company, whatever, that's holding it, and they're like, hey, if you want this money, you have to get it released by the other party. I think they were like the sellers or something like that. And they had to sign it over. They had to sign an agreement pretty much. And to compromise, what they did was they actually split the money. So this person had put up all this money for the earnest money deposit. The contract fell through, and then they weren't able to get their money out because the contract fell through. So to get the money back, they had to contact these other owners. They split the money, even though the contract fell apart. I think partially on them, but they agreed like, hey, we'll sign this contract to get the money out, but you have to split it with us. It was only a couple $1,000s, so it wasn't nothing crazy. But yeah, that's what's
I
currently
mean,
going
still
on.
money.
Yeah, it's still money at the end of the day. But the thing is, if you're the one that put up the money and now you gotta to get your money out, you have to split half of the money with someone else. Granted, 15 years later, like it's not that big of a deal. It's then like it's not like a accrued interest during that time, but it's still it kind of sucks that you have to ask somebody
Oh,
else.
of course it sucks. I wouldn't want to give him a cent.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
what the fuck?
yeah, well, we're gonna try. We're gonna, I'm not gonna discuss the legal options that we're gonna try to pursue, but yeah, we're trying to get that money. So, but the good thing
Just go
is,
find the body and drag it to the what's it called, to the escrow place and be like, here he is.
hello, my name is so and so. Just stuff
Do
myself.
a weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's, yeah. Just play like a flute or something like that, and just get up. I'm like, that would be awesome. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been kind of interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's kind of like been my week thus far.
And then oh shit, you went out for a bit, and then I also heard that you had some big news in the sneaker front.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Sneaker Corner will return for a special viewing. It's a really special sneaker. And it's
Syed, get your pillow ready.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
No, Syed's
Wow.
Dark Side is going to actually love this. That's the funny thing. He's going to love this.
Oh, that said he went to get his neck pillow.
He's going to get his neck pillow. Is he ready to go to sleep? Oh shit.
Oh, I just saw it on the mirror.
Yeah,
He's such an ass.
he is an asshole.
Let's go ahead and let me know when you guys are done.
Okay, you know what? Screw this guy.
At least for anyone listening, he has what do you call those?
Like-
Sleep mask or
Yeah,
whatever.
sleep mask on. Yeah, screw this guy. I hope he forgets about this and then he just fuck you. I love my sneakers.
No.
Well, just to quickly interrupt, Black Girl's hack is talking a lot of shit about Creamcast and the shoes
I know she is.
on the
And
chat.
because the funny thing is I come in the other day, like we were both having like shitty days, right? So I come in, I'm like, yo, I won these shoes, blah blah blah. I'm really excited about them. These are shoes that I tried to win a long time ago. I told you guys about these shoes and they got re-released recently and I actually won a pair. And the crazy thing is they used to be like stupid expensive for how cheap the shoes were. There at one point they were selling for like $700, $800, whatever. And now because they got re-released and then we're kind of in a recession and the sneaker market is definitely on the decline right now, the shoes are going for a lot cheaper. But I was just happy to win them. It's just like if you get something for not free, but if you get something like where you weren't expecting, it's still a pleasant surprise. So I go in there and I'm telling her about the shoes and so forth. Like she has this dream car, right? She wants a Chrysler 300C. The Chrysler 300C has not,
old school.
yeah, old school. Chrysler 300C hasn't been out since like mid 2000s, right?
Yeah.
They got rid of
The baby Bentley is what they used to call it.
Yeah, pretty much baby Bentley.
Yeah.
They got rid of the Hemi engine because people were starting to go more green and blah blah blah, this that and the other, and they don't want these V8s. So I tell her, hey, they just announced that for 2023 they're coming out with a 300C. It's gonna be like a 6.2 liter V8 Hemi. She's all excited. She's like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this car to come back. Like we literally got some dusty ass rims in the garage that she's been carrying around for like 20 years since she last had her 300C. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I really brightened her day. She was so excited. I go to her, I'm like, hey, I got some good news too. She's like, oh, what's up? I'm like, yeah, I want some shoes. She's like, oh, that's great. That's all. I'm so happy. And she said it in such a mocking way, like, I got new shoes. I'm so happy for you. I'm like, like, why can't you be fucking happy for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck. Like, so she hates my
Well, in her defense, like sneakers, it seems like you get a pair of sneakers every other week or every week pretty much. She hasn't gotten a Chrysler 300C since God knows when. So it is more of like a something to be excited about when you get like a car that hasn't been released forever.
Yeah, you can go.
This
fuck
is
your-
every other day. Every other day.
Yeah, Greek turn. You can go fuck yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like when she said that, like I literally, my feelings were hurt. Like I walked out of her office, like, and walked into my office, like so defeated. Like I really felt down because I was like, I'm so excited. She's like, oh, shoes, that's so cool. And I was telling her all the details of the shoes and like all the cool things that it does, and she was like, that's it. I'm like, why aren't you excited about this? And I guarantee when I tell you guys, when I'll get the shoes on Friday, they should be here on Friday. When they get here, I'm gonna show you I'll show you the shoes for the next podcast, and I guarantee you guys will like them. You guys will think they're cool. But
I mean, unless they're the Matumbos, I just don't know if I'm gonna be that excited.
well, no,
There's a lot of hype here.
yeah,
there's a lot of hype for
There's
these
a lot.
shoes.
There's a lot of hype. And it's because it's a collaboration. You guys will like it.
All right.
Yeah, I can't. I can't show them the shoes, and it's a surprise, Black Girl Tag. I'll show them the shoes next podcast. And
Oh, I thought you already got them.
no,
for some reason.
they'll be on.
Those are mine.
No, I'll get them
Oh.
on Friday. I get them on Friday, so then you guys can see them. And
Oh
then
no,
when you
frozen.
when you guys see them, you'll realize how good they are. So we'll see. But yeah, fuck you guys for killing my hype. Yeah, I was really excited. Whatever.
I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, Ed,
Shut
you
up,
know what,
man.
Ed, you're a good friend because these two are the worst, absolutely the worst. I feel like they're.
Ed's
conspiring
just
me.
a suck up.
He is not.
You wish I was.
He is not.
I rule like Hyrule, son.
When let me ask you guys a question. When have you guys had? When did you guys get your last haircuts?
Oof.
What kind of question is that?
It's been a while.
I mean, you want me to repeat in French there?
Yeah,
okay?
I would appreciate that for our first viewers,
Yeah.
if you may.
That was just a question. It was just a question. I had an experience today. I went and got my hair cut. So I was
Where?
Yeah, where?
I mean, it was an American establishment of note. I mean, it's they're great and they do clips.
Hair
and there's
cuttery?
no, please, come on, hair cuttery. No, Supercuts.
So you
Get
said
out of
American
here.
Establishments. Oh my god.
It's great clips. Whatever.
Great
Okay.
clips. There we go.
Whatever. All right. They got a boat as
Which
their
is the
logo.
one where they have like the chicks and like halter tops or whatever?
Sports clips.
Sports
right?
clips,
Sports
that's
clips.
the one.
Sports clips.
Wait,
Sports
what?
Yeah, no,
clips?
I've never gone to a sports clips, but I go to a Great Clips, right? So I went today to the Great Clips to get my hair cut, right?
To the
Um,
great
uh,
clips. What are you
to the-
like 80?
the
To
great
the great clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I went there and they got my numbers on the computer, so they know what to do. So yeah, I got there, and usually the person cutting my hair is an older momish woman, and she regales me with tales of her kids and what they're up to, and it's fine. It's good. It's a good time. I have no problem with it. This time it was a attractive young lady, and she was very attractive. I mean, I was like, "Wow, you're working at a Great Clips," but I didn't say anything. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
I was
She's gonna
next
find-
up there.
She's gonna find out today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they love the big audience we have for Great Clips. Barbers.
You pay her in
Artists,
singles
but-
when you were done with your haircut.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, she was young though. She was very young, and she was like a blonde. She didn't look like a typical like a hairdresser. She looked like a hairdresser in like Hollywood or in the mall or something. So I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
this is weird. So I sat down. You know, she's very nice, and she started cutting my hair. This hair, like, I'm not sure. I might have been her first customer. I might have been her first.
Oh,
she
oh,
might
I
be
gotta see
fresh
it
out
now.
of like.
I
She
have
might
to
have
see
been.
it.
She might have been. I. It's not like terribly like bad, but like
Let's be
Let's see
honest.
it. Let's see
Yeah.
it.
No, Ed, shut the
There-
fuck up. You didn't wear. You
there's-
wore
I
a
wanna
hat.
see it.
You wore a hat literally
There's-
for 2 years straight. I don't want to hear shit from you.
3 years.
there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see because you can't
Oh,
really.
shit.
Oh.
What the
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
have my hair.
Fuck.
You know, like
No,
I mean,
but it
she
does
just-
look a little uneven on the side.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Jesus
anyways,
Christ.
So I sat down and she's cutting the hair, right? She's cutting my hair, and it's taking longer than like, you know, I'm used to these like pros, like boom, boom, boom. You know, how's your day today? What'd you do? Are you off today? Cool. You know, like, you know, look, click, and they're going through it. She's like quiet, and she's making some small talk, and that's fine. And then she's taking her time with everything. And I'm like, this is taking long. And this is where the most disturbing thing happened. I'm sitting there,
Mhm.
and she was the third barber there, right? So the other like two guys came in with me, and they got their
I don't know if
haircuts.
I'd
They're
call them
gone.
barbers.
They're gone
more
already.
Like
Hairstylists.
hair architects or whatever.
Yes, hair architect,
like a
whatever.
sub-architect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I came in with three guys, and the other two guys are gone. They came in, they're bing, bang, boom. I mean, we're guys. It's like, three on the top, four, like boom, they're out of here. There's not really a lot going on.
Right.
So mine is
Yeah.
like, I don't know, four on the sides, and it was like 6 with clippers on the top. That's all I really asked for. And I'm just like, these guys are gone. Like, what's going on here? And she's still like going at it, right? I'm like, what's coming? She cut off here. So here's the thing that terrified me. I look in the mirror, right? And the other two barbers are just like sitting on the chairs, and they're watching her cut my hair.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Yeah, they're like, I'm like looking at them. I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? What's going on back there? And then one is just like watching, like, and she doesn't have a look of like oh, everything, just like hanging out. She has a look of like
Concern.
yeah.
it's a little concerned, and it's a little like watching over like some like a recruit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I feel like she wants to say something, and I'm just like darting around my eyes, like what the hell's going on?
With that hair reveal, I'm not gonna lie, that's just fucked up.
Yeah,
Bandito Mac,
it's uneven on the sides.
Bandito Mac says it doesn't look like you went to a barber.
Oh no, he
No,
for sure didn't
No,
go to a barber.
I don't go to barbers. I don't go to barbers.
They have no
I
barbers.
go to Great Clips.
Sports
I go to Great
clips
Clips.
or sports clips or
or
see,
sports clips.
I only went
Uh,
to
They have no
I really
hairstyles.
I really only go to
They
Great
just have,
Clips.
like,
Sports Clips.
Basically,
Yeah, Sports
like,
Clips looks like a
hourly
Hooters.
wage people.
yeah, literally sports clips and great clips are literally like Hooters or old people cutting your hair. Like I remember for me, like my stepfather is a white man, and he gets his hair cut at Great Clips, and it's totally fine. They'll fuck him
Yeah.
up, but white people will be like,
They
hey,
just roll with it.
yeah, they just roll with it. They're like, well, that's right, that's okay. I'm white, so it doesn't matter. And like they just go with it, and I'm like, okay, for black people. Like
Yeah,
a
that's
haircut,
totally different story.
Yeah, if you fuck up a black man's hair or a black woman's hair,
Their whole week is ruined.
It's not even get your week. I'm about to ruin your week. Like I'm going to fight you. I'm going to come back up here. I'm gonna air this bitch out, and I'm gonna shoot everything up in this place. Like it's crazy. So like, I remember going to Great Clips one time, and I came back home. My mom was like, "What the fuck did you just do?" And she was so mad at my stepdad because, black barbers, they're like, "Hey, bro, do you want against the grain? You want with the grain? Hey, bro,
Yeah.
you got them waves. Like, I don't want to mess you up. They're gonna line you up and so forth. They're not gonna push your shit back. If they give you a fade, it's gonna be a tight ass fade. You know what I'm saying? Do you want a taper in the back? Like, they're gonna ask you all these questions." And like the entire time in my life, I had, especially when I was younger, I had sick ass waves. And I mean, they fucked my shit up. Like this woman literally, like, these they're not barbers. They're literally just, some Susans and Karens that took a 5-minute course on
Class
On YouTube.
Not even on YouTube. This is back in the day with VHSs. They took a
wow.
VHS.
How to?
Yeah, how to, and and then they just literally, she just took a straight clipper and just nyam. I had plugs in my hair, everything, and like it's just, I hate those barbers. They're not even barbers. They're literally they're just amateurs with a clipper. It's absolutely horrible.
I mean, if I were black, if you're black, you gotta go to it. I mean, this is a given.
Yeah, you
You gotta go to a barber.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
You gotta go to a barber that knows how to cut black people hair.
Yeah, you can't just cut
black
everybody.
people's hair.
Yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
there is a specific type. There's no joke. There's no question. I mean, it's just a straight up.
It's just fact.
Yeah, it's just facts. It's just facts. But like, I mean, my hair is like regular type of like,
straight hair.
It's
Yeah.
there's nothing special straight about, straight hair. There's nothing. Yeah, it's as straight as it gets. But so I'm not really like, I put product in my hair, so I will just go with it. But like towards the end, like these barbers were freaking me out. So anyways, I wanted to get out of there. I really wanted to just I didn't want to be mean to this girl. Like, I mean, clearly it's like something. She's super nice. So anyways, I get up to pay, and I go up there to pay, and the other one of the other barbers is on the computer, like stylist is on the computer, and she's
Sorry,
straight up
Rod.
eyes on my hair, and she's like just looking at it. I'm like, what is up with my hair? Like she's looking at it as I'm paying. I'm looking at her. She's looking at my hair.
Well, yeah, that's fucking.
All right,
I
so-
was. It was,
so-
this
sorry,
was the
Dark
most
Side.
tense. Yeah, what?
Just a quick comment from the chat. Black
Mhm.
Girls Hack said, "You look like a guy with products."
Like, you really
Oh,
So,
okay.
Indian people love their cologne. Like you
Oh.
can smell them
Aw.
like from a mile away. with their
Yeah,
cologne.
That's
yeah.
true, that's
Hey,
true.
I do like cologne, and I wear the classics. Guess the cologne I wear. Guess the cologne I
Water
wear.
or
Polo.
something?
You wear polo.
Nope.
Water. What's
Nope.
that? What the water?
that
thing
water
that
one?
everyone
It's
wants?
polo. It's polo by. It's water, right? It's polo, but that's not what I
Polo?
wear. I should try that.
No,
though.
no, no. There was something else. Cool water.
Cool water. Yeah.
Not cool water. No, not cool
Old,
water.
Old Spice. You wear Old Spice aftershave.
Nah, I don't like Old Spice. My dad wears.
Drakkar Noir.
Boom! You got it.
Which
Drakkar Noir.
Oh,
Drakkar
yeah.
Noir.
Wow.
Yeah, that's old. school.
Drakkar Noir.
Yeah.
It's so classic. I mean, I don't know why people don't. I don't know. Do not younger generations not wear Drakkar Noir? Because our generation, it's an old cologne. It's been around
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yes.
There's a lot of jokes about it. But I've had my coworkers going like, "Oh, that smells nice." I've never, like, what is that? Like these young guys are like, I'm like Drakkar Noir. It's like literally in that gift box
literally
right there
in
for
that,
like $10.
It's next to the Adidas cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is, yeah.
it's like it's $12.99, but it's right there. You can get it yourself.
You know what always reminds me? It reminds me of like a Nivea, like it. You know how Nivea has like the blue box, whatever, like some like some face wash. Like I always look at it like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Like, yeah, I remember the black one. I
Mhm.
remember seeing blue one, and yeah, that is definitely old. Like, holy shit! But I mean, that's one of those things. Like, if it smells good, it smells good.
The thing, yeah, I mean, it's lasted this long because it's like has a classic and it's like a masculine type of cologne.
is that what you
It's
tell
good.
Is that what you tell yourself? Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm, so, I'm
what
such.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
such
like,
an
I look
alpha.
like a cowboy today.
Yeah, I'm so alpha. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
As he dips
I
himself
get my
in a
stick
tub of
to hold
Drakkar
him back.
Noir.
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
just comes back out.
Just rubbing it over his body. Like, hell yeah.
He has it in roller form.
Hey man, don't knock the classics. So I'm saying, don't knock the classics. Drakkar Noir. I'm sure that polo is good. I haven't smelled it in a while.
Polo's
But these
But
are
yeah, I
the
remember-
classics. These are the classics.
old
man.
school, Old Spice.
CK1. I'm trying to think what everyone used to wear back then.
Calvin Klein, yeah.
Calvin
The
Klein.
was the Michael Jordan cologne good? Remember that? Everyone wore it.
I remember it. I don't think
No.
I could never afford it. So yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't think I've ever
yeah,
smelled
same.
it, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah.
I just remember everyone had it, but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the smell of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
my dad actually,
He
I
had the
remember
Jordan.
he used to buy me like Burberry colognes. It was always
Oh, fancy
yeah.
boy.
Wow.
No, those are like it was like Christmas gift. Like, hey, I
Oh,
got you,
okay.
I got you a gift. And it was like, I want you to smell like a man. So like, I used to have the Cool Water because I mean, back in the day, Cool Water was a shit.
Cool water was pretty
Cool
good.
water. Yeah.
Cool Water was a like between Axe was for like school. Cool
No.
Water
Yeah.
was for like anytime.
College.
Not in college. No, that was before
Oh.
college. Cool Water would be like, you try and go chill at your girl's house type shit. And then
Yeah.
you wear a little.
I
Cool
can't
Water.
believe Axe has lasted as long as it has.
It's
that is-
Axe always,
Those
for some
commercials.
reason, ranked to me like either like rednecky or like
Really?
a guy that wears like Affliction t-shirts for some reason.
No,
And
Every time I
underground,
hear
you brought
Axe-
up the commercials. I remember the commercials, and they don't air them anymore. Weren't they the ones where like a guy sprayed it and all these girls? showed
Oh yeah,
up?
and all the
Yeah.
chicks, they became like magnets.
Yeah.
All the
Magnets.
women were
Yeah.
dying
I
over
used,
them.
but the thing is,
Sign of the times.
but then I remember back in the day, I used to have Axe, and I used to swear like it would cover up any funk. So like I would spray it on my balls. Like I wouldn't shower. I wouldn't shower for like 2 days, but I swear like I sprayed on my balls, and all of a sudden my balls smelled great. But then all it
Yeah.
did was it was just funky ass. It
It's
was just
probably
hanky ass.
Smells like
Axe.
funky balls in here.
It smells like Axe
Funky Axe balls.
balls. Like what? Why your balls smell so tangy? Like, like my bad. Like my bad. Yeah, I respect that. The fact that you wear cologne, I feel like cologne is a dying art. Like
It is the dying thing.
I don't wear cologne.
It's rare to smell somebody with cologne.
Yeah, I don't wear cologne like that. Well, one, I don't go out like that, but I don't wear cologne anymore. But I still have bottles of cologne in my bathroom just in case. And when it's time to bust some bad boys out, I'm smelling good. I think it's one of those things
Yeah.
like people kind of just want to go with your natural scent. But and there's also people like, we're in a new era of the world where people actually get offended by, like I get offended by
Yeah.
strong scents. I can't, please don't wear strong scents around me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
a little bit.
stop
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
stop being a pussy. Like,
So
And
we're
I'm
no
pretty sure
deodorant then.
Dracar Noir, I'm pretty sure, has been widely tested on many animals.
yeah.
So it's
Mm.
there's some good smelling bunnies out there, I'm sure.
Right. Well, if it's at least it's not Sex Panther. Let's give it that. Having a sex.
That's the best one
That's the best
Mhm.
one right there. I mean, it works 66% of the time, every time.
all the time.
Really quick. So my wife came in, and she decided to she wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of the shoe that I got. She has a prototype.
Oh,
Yeah,
All right.
she was really excited about it. And she just threw a towel at me like she ain't got no damn sense.
she
So-
has a prototype of the shoe you got.
Yes, I'm going to show
Oh.
you guys the prototype, and I'm going to show you for a second. You guys might know what it is. I'm not going to give you any hints. I'm just going to show you really quick. All right. So
All right.
Okay.
Gundam.
Bluetooth.
it's a blue towel.
Oh, is it a South
Oh.
Park?
Oh,
South Park?
Tally.
Tally.
I'm not
just
going to tell
Tally
you what
one.
it is. I'm not confirming or denying, but
Yeah, it's Tally.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
Tally.
now we know.
Yeah.
Tally.
Okay. Yeah. It's the fucking Tally South Park sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I,
didn't
can
wanna show
respect
you
that
that.
actually.
Nice hints.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, she was like, she was all excited about it. She came in, I got a prototype. And I'm like, you're so hilarious because she made fun of my shoe when I told her about it. She's like, you got a towel shoe, Eric. You're so cool. I'm like, okay, fuck off. I'm like,
I mean,
you're really just
To
digging
be
that
honest,
knife.
it is a cool shoe.
Yeah, so I told her.
Yeah, I remember the
I
shoe
dig
actually
that
looks
shoe,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Where
was
like changes colors, the eyes,
They
they,
had the
get
eyes-
red in the sun.
yeah, they get
Yeah.
red, they get bloodshot in the sun. I'm like, how fucking cool is that? But she
Oh
grew
my
up-
goodness, I would just be stepping in and out of the shadows all the time, just trying to get them.
Exactly. I'm like, anybody who watches a little bit of South Park back in the day will get the reference, will think it's cool, but she's not hip like that. My wife is like, she's very old school in her mentality. I mean, she grew up with black and white cartoons, so she doesn't get this type of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Damn. I hope there's not a vengeance in the chat for that, but
no, she's probably like gone to bed. Old people.
Oh, okay.
Old people.
Oh, there you go. I can talk all the
oh
shit you
damn.
want.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking all shit now because I'm almost guaranteed she's gone to bed. So,
All right, there you go.
all right. So enough about all the cool people on the podcast. Ed, what went on with you this weekend?
Yeah.
Or
Oh, I'm the coolest of them all.
okay,
I'm the coolest of them all.
sure.
So Twitch was Twitch
So,
went down.
Okay, guys. So, anyways, now
God.
let's talk about our next.
Oh,
thing
hold
we
on,
went
hold
to.
on,
Okay,
hold
go
on.
ahead, go ahead.
So besides Twitch being down, which was horrific in a way,
Which was not down.
Twitch was
First
down.
of
Twitch
all,
was not down.
You
Which
weren't
was
able
not
to get in.
down.
There were
Twitch
a
was
lot of
Which was not
just
down.
there were a lot of people that
A
could not.
few minor inconsequential channels weren't
Mhm.
like were having
No.
some trouble, but Twitch was fine.
No,
Yeah.
Twitch,
Twitch
was
was
fine
fine.
for
Twitch
a
was
few,
fine.
but for many, Twitch was down.
No, it's not that
Unfortunately.
Ed. Ed, you're the same
No.
person who we know that you don't understand between few and many. But
Yeah.
for the
A
few,
lot of people that normally stream on Twitch went to
the
YouTube
few
for 2
people-
days.
the few people were affected. Many people were fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were some who were fine, and
No,
there were
no,
some who were not.
Ed, no,
No, you're not getting what he's saying.
Okay.
You,
The
you got it
majority of
flipped
people
around.
were fine.
you got
we're
the word
fine.
Yeah,
There
It's
are
not-
a few people who weren't, and there's literally the Twitter. It says that there are
Yeah, on
some
Twitter, there were
channels.
people that were affected and couldn't go live on Twitch.
Yeah, it was only like 20
Some
people.
people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only 20
There's-
people that responded
There's
to
a
that.
couple
thing.
handful of people.
Yeah,
Not a big deal. Twitch itself was fine. All your major streamers were playing. All the
Well, of
games were
course, the
there.
major streamers were able to go
Major,
on live.
minor, they were all there. They were all streaming. They were
Blur,
fine.
Blur podcast. We were here. We streamed last week.
Yep, we
so
were
it's
here.
fine.
Absolutely.
I mean, I
Yeah,
saw
that's
other
true.
I saw other KI streamers. The numbers didn't drop. I saw all 10
Mm-hmm.
people watching KI.
Wow.
Mhm.
It did not change it, but we did miss you though. I'm not gonna lie. I really did miss your streams. I know you don't believe me.
Me too. I actually, when I jump on, I do like watching it.
Yeah, I like watching you.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed watching you last night. You streamed last night. I don't know for how long. 'cause
Yes,
had
I
to go-
did.
I had to go to bed, but
What'd
Well,
you
not too
stream?
long. I just streamed KI. I was thinking about streaming Overwatch, but I didn't log in and do all the stuff you have to do first. So I decided to play KI.
okay.
But speaking
Okay.
about KI,
Mhm.
KI was hacked pretty badly last week.
It wasn't
Mhm.
last week.
Well, KI was been hacked for a few
Years.
years,
Weeks.
but
Years.
it didn't affect
Mm.
being able to play the game at all. Go online, go to rank, go to exhibition, whatever.
Mhm.
It wasn't until I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Was it last week? No, Tuesday, right?
Hmm.
I know you're having
Tuesday.
some problems. I don't remember when exactly.
But sometime this week, KI was hacked so bad that nobody could get online and play rank. And hey, the people that play KI, they spoke up. They went to Twitter, they went to YouTube, and you would think that okay, 8-year-old game, you know, the company that made it, the game's not gonna respond to it. Like, it's done. What are you gonna do about it? Killer Instinct actually responded the
Didn't
day
you
of.
just say that K has been hacked for years?
KI was hacked in the aspect of people, giving themselves stars and stuff like that, but it didn't affect gameplay.
The leaderboard.
Yeah, the leaderboards were affected, but not the
You're
gameplay.
talking about the ranked.
Yes, the rank. So
the
people were
ranked
giving
mode was
themselves,
hacked.
yeah, people getting themselves millions of stars and points and all that stuff, but gameplay itself was never affected.
Sure.
So when
okay.
gameplay was affected, when the rank, no one can get on rank, people responded, went to Twitter, YouTube, and KI actually replied the day of.
So the one guy working over at KI,
Yeah, the one guy
they
woke up from
they
his
woke him
nap.
up. They woke him up.
What?
He-
The guy was like,
Yeah,
What?
you guys
Yeah,
can
Yeah.
hate all you want, but I think that
So-
speaks a lot for a game that is 8 years old. You would think any other if Capcom, it is happening.
Yeah,
Capcom,
I mean, it's pretty easy to respond when you get like 10 tweets. You know what I mean?
10 tweets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was more than 10 tweets.
well, the thing
I
is,
mean, I did read some of the articles and some of the comment section. All the articles I went to, they were all the same comments. They were all like, "Who's still playing KI?"
Apparently,
all
a
the
lot of
articles.
people.
All the articles.
the
Apparently, a
This
lot of
was
people.
news.
well, the funny thing is that you're talking about KI, right? So it's one of those reverse flipped of few and many. You're like, man, many people were, really complaining about KI. And it's like, yeah, there was a few people that complained, but it wasn't like you're talking about like they got 600,000, retweets within 24 hours. It was a small few. I mean, we can pull it up live. Let's see what.
Oh, go for it.
Let's pull up. Let's go on Twitter. And
Well, I see it like this also. Would there be 10 people or 10,000 people? KI responded, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool being that it's an 8-year-old game.
But the
I
thing
mean,
is,
if it was like Capcom or any other game
So
company.
you're surprised by that?
yeah, you're really surprised by that.
Well, no, if it was like Capcom or whatever, I don't think they would respond. I mean, like,
Yeah,
why?
You
Guys,
don't think
Capcom
Capcom
probably
would
gets, like,
respond?
No, not really.
1,000, 100,000, whatever.
No, not really. If anything, like
That's
most companies, they stop the servers of, games that are that old.
Oh, yeah,
they would have
once-
stopped
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
what?
costs the money.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing
Well,
is also this is KI is owned by Microsoft at this point. So ultimately, I mean, you would think that there's somebody who's looking at the leaderboard or who's looking at the KI Twitter feed. I mean, the last time they posted was April 26th, and they're congratulating their design director for achieving a milestone, which was something about the team was loaded with something about 31. Oh, it's 31 years of making games. So I mean, it's still relatively active. It's not active. I mean, they post a tweet every couple months, but I mean, you gotta understand, like they're still going to respond to things when something major comes up. So I'm not too. I don't know why there's such a surprise. Like they responded to something like this. But the one thing is like was kind of funny is that why didn't they fix their leaderboards years ago? The whole hacking thing is it's nothing new, right?
Well, the game it's been done for about 8 years, but people hacking the leaderboards, it never affected gameplay. It never affected anyone getting online. Nothing to the aspect of the people having fun.
Well, I think if once it affects a Game Pass game that is not playable, you have a unplayable Game Pass game, they got to fix it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they did the bare minimum to get it running, But like you
The
said,
bare
there's
minimum.
well, like you said, there's issues with other parts of the game, the online, like the other things have been hacked, and like everyone's okay with it because it's never affected the online performance of the game. So I think it's more like that. Somebody at Microsoft was like, "Oh, one of your Game Pass games is not functioning," and that is a red flag. You know what I mean? If Game Pass didn't exist, then I don't think anyone would care about KI. They would just leave
Well,
it.
no. So Game Pass is Game Pass is younger than KI.
I know,
so-
but I'm saying that it's a Game Pass game.
I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I mean?
At
yeah.
the same
So
time,
so
at the
if
same
it
time,
wasn't
KI
in
was-
Game Pass, then it would not be a priority for Microsoft. I don't think.
I see what you're saying, but KI was done before Game Pass was even in
Mhm.
existence.
Sure.
Can we be honest? If it wasn't for Game Pass, KI wouldn't exist right now. KI would have died.
Yeah.
The service would have died a long time ago.
No, there were still tournaments and stuff going on when KI was done
But I'm saying
before Game
online.
Pass even
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah, sure.
There's tournaments of many games that are not online.
Yeah, but this is on if the online portion of KI, if Microsoft didn't pick up KI and put it on Game Pass, KI would have died a long time ago as far as online play. Especially with Iron Galaxy not picking it up. What was the other studio? Twin Galaxy.
Double Helix.
Double Helix.
Double Helix.
Yeah.
So sad that I know that.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Because it's been drilled into our minds.
Yeah, the fact that it wasn't picked up, I mean, it would have died. So, I mean, I'm glad. I'm happy that they fixed it because, I mean, there are people that still play it, and the online, especially if someone's going to do an attack, it causes the online functionality to go down. It should be fixed. I'm 100% in agreement with you on that. I just wish that they would have fixed it earlier. And I think it kind of shows it's not a priority to them because the leaderboards are still important for people who play ranked. Like, that's the only thing that you can really play online. I mean, you can play casual, but I mean, what people play is ranked. So if your ranked mode is down, like, think of like League of Legends. If ranked mode got hacked on League of Legends, there will be a fucking riot happening. People will be burning down.
No pun.
Like, literally.
No pun, yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say no pun
Yeah,
intended.
I was glad you guys got that. There would be literally, they're looking to, burn down Riot HQ. I mean, because people really care about that. There's huge tournaments over it, lots of money involved. So that's what I'm saying. Like with KI, I just wish they would have fixed that earlier because, well, I mean, we noticed that a long time ago that the leaderboards were fucked up on KI. People having stars that probably don't deserve them. People that had no fights having millions of points and so forth. So, I mean, when you ranked for KI, I think you barely made the top 32 because people like hacking the boards. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish they would have put a little bit more notice. I hated that it took this actual functionality to go down for them to fix it. So,
But another great thing about this, and I'm kind of glad the hacker actually did do this. So here's the reason why. This hacker, who's only one person, he's gone on KI streamers and he's made copy accounts of certain streamers. 3 of them happen to be like big streamers. He's made copycat accounts and went on other people's streamers posing as them and harassing others.
did he do that to? Is that the same guy that did it to you?
Same guy did it to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So we found out who it was through another streamer because he got not hacked, but he got the same thing happen to him. And he's made 4 accounts based off of my name and went on to other people's streamers and posing as me and harassing other people. And same guy. So I am glad he actually did this because now he's going up against Microsoft, and Microsoft has pockets. And they did tweet out that the hacker is next.
Yeah, they're not going to do nothing. Let's be
I
honest.
know.
Yeah,
They're not-
I
doubt
think
it.
they
I
are.
think that's
I think they
just-
are. No,
They're going
I
to.
think they are.
They probably.
I mean,
like,
I'm sure they're the band is account, or I'm
Band.
sure they're.
Yeah, I think
Well-
that's gonna be the extent. I don't think they're gonna go like full on lawsuit.
Do you
Like, he
remember?
didn't-
Well, maybe
uh,
I hope a lawsuit or something. Do you guys remember when I forgot the guy's name? He hacked GTA, and he
Yeah,
a-
stop
Okay,
right
okay,
there.
GTA.
Stop right
Okay,
there.
okay.
Okay,
He made a
buddy.
mod
compare
and
the two.
sold
Stop
the
right
mod.
there.
Not compare
But
the
I'm
two.
just saying, he made a mod and sold it online, and he
Yeah,
got arrested for
yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, because
froze
it's
Absolutely.
affecting
his
GTA's
account.
Rockstar's
Froze
pocket.
Right now,
His
there is
financial
a
account.
right now there was or a couple weeks ago, GTA 6, the
Leaked.
yeah, the leak. Somebody hacked in there and like got a whole bunch of like information out of what's being worked on for GTA 6, and they got a considerable amount, and and I believe they were trying to hold that information as blackmail to extort money out of what's that studio called? Take Two? Is it
Rockstar.
Rockstar?
Rockstar.
So out of Rockstar,
okay.
that's news. I mean, because they could, fundamentally damage the production of that game, and that's a fairly big game. I'm telling you right now, Ed. I think like if this guy got to Crackdown 3, you would have seen more action from Microsoft than Killer Instinct.
Wow.
I'm just
He's
saying.
saying that.
No.
He said if
We're
Saints
coming
Row-
for you.
Yeah.
There'd be more flags. There'd be more like sirens going off if someone got to the like source code of Crackdown 3.
3, yeah.
No, but Microsoft did
Someone
say that
Got
the
to a source
hackers
code of
next.
Viva Pinata. They'd be doing more.
Yeah.
Microsoft did say the hackers next, and I'm glad that something is going to be done. I don't know
Well,
what.
keep your hopes up.
Well, I
I
actually
mean, for
found out
what it
too-
sounds like what you have described is the game has been hacked for some time, and they only did something because, like I said, you have a Game Pass game that is not functioning. They got to get.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I said
All
that
I said
based
was
on.
because now that the hacker has infiltrated a way to actually have fun on the game, as in playability, that's when Microsoft did something.
I mean,
Well,
what they're doing.
yeah.
I mean, ultimately, can they do something legally against this person? Sure, absolutely. There are. I mean, whether this person is doing DDoS attacks on their servers and so forth, that is punishable by the law. That is a felony, and they could definitely go to jail for that. Is this something that Microsoft is going to pursue as into the extent of actually trying to get this person put behind bars? Maybe, maybe not. If it's easy to figure out where it came from, then absolutely. They probably will just be like, all right, this is the IP it comes from, which is registered to this house. We know based on this person actually is doing this under their own credit card. They signed up they made a gamer tag with their actual real name, with their credit card, and we know that this is the person. Then sure. But I mean, in the sense of is Microsoft going to do something about it? We don't know. And they probably will. They probably will never tell us. They'll probably just say,
They probably wouldn't tell us.
the situation has been handled and blah blah blah. We probably will never hear about this. Maybe 5 years from now, that person will come out and be like, "Hey, I'm the hacker for KI. Here's my story," and then write a Verge post about it or something like that, or write a Vice News article about it. But I mean, it is what it is. So I'm happy that functionality is back in KI, best net code in the game of all time, and I'm glad that all 30 people who watch your stream can now come back to watch the glorious Ed Underground under twitch.tv/the Ed Underground. So I'm happy for you, man. I really am. I was really happy to see you streaming again. It was a good time for a short time I get to see it. And I'm going to watch your VOD probably tonight or tomorrow while I'm working. So big excited for sure.
You got to be happy that KI is back in the news cycle. I mean, I Googled KI when you talked about this. I Googled KI, scrolled down for a while, but then I got like the Google news. There was like a minor news article about it. Yeah, so I was able to read it. And there was a couple people. A lot of the a lot of these articles, I was like, they had to be like, yes, we're talking about KI. People are still playing it.
Yeah.
And that was most of the articles started out around like that. Then there was praise for the game. It was like, oh, it came out that this time and received a lot of praise when it was released. And there's still a community that supports it. And it went on blah, blah, blah with the rest of the article. So, hey, KI is back in the news cycle. Hey, maybe this will give you the traction you need to get that sequel going.
Well, I think a sequel is in place. I mean,
Of course. of course.
I
It's only a matter of
I
time.
can't wait to. I just want the sequel to drop so Ed can stop talking about it, and then it can kick off. It can die within 6 months, and then we can go
Nope.
about our
I
lives.
I want that. I want the sequel too, and I want it to say it's a mobile game so bad,
Oh
so
my
bad.
God. Wow. I
It'll be
want
so
no. I want it to be a Google Stadia, a Google Stadia game, and they're like, yeah, we were about to. It was actually golden. We were about to release it, and Google Stadia. I'm sorry, since Google Stadia is going out of business, Ki is going out of business. We're gonna lock it in the vault. No one's ever gonna see it. No,
Sunk with the ship.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now,
It
Google
could have
Stadia
worse news.
exclusive.
Would you say Green Turner?
Oh, Google Stadia exclusive.
Yeah, Google Stadia.
No, God no.
Yeah, Microsoft. They actually like Google. Like, yeah, we found the rights to Killer Instinct behind in the dumpster of Microsoft. It was so weird. Somebody had threw it back there, and some like homeless guy picked it up and just gave it to us for.
It was next
for
to Duke Nukem Forever.
like
Yeah.
we sold it. The homeless guy actually sold it to us for a chicken sandwich. We actually just gave him half of one, and he accepted. It was amazing, and that's probably what happened with the Greats to Ki. But I'm excited for you, Ed. It's Ki2 is definitely up and coming, and I hope we can see it soon, sometime in our lifetime, while our fingers still work.
I definitely believe that you're gonna get your Ki sequel. I just,
Yeah, so do I. I think there's
Yeah,
gonna make a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, if
I think
Microsoft-
Microsoft needs they need a fighting game, right?
They need a fighting game. They don't have any
Yeah.
fighting games. And I mean, obviously they can't make a shooter correctly. I mean, we saw what Halo happened to Halo, so
Yeah.
they need a win somewhere, and
Mhm.
it's in Ki. Ki can be that win for Microsoft.
They do need a W.
Yeah,
Maybe this is the sign you needed that they reacted to fix Ki means that they're like, all right, we got to keep this IP alive because of next
Number
year.
2.
Wink, 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 wink.
yeah.
And so
We'll see.
all right,
It's
cool.
gonna-
Well, talking about other things, now that we talked about Ki and so forth, let's talk about another series that's really near and dear to our hearts. Some really, really big news this week, or last week maybe, of Deadpool. Deadpool.
Yes.
3 is coming out, which is
Yep.
awesome. But it came with a very, very huge Jackson announcement.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah,
I see
Hugh
what he did there.
Jackson.
Wait, did you say Hugh Jackson?
Yeah, Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman. I was trying to say
Jackman, okay.
Yeah, I tried to put the words together, but
The
Hugh
Hugh Jackman.
Jackman announcement. But no. So Darcy, you want to talk about that because you seem pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it was I think it came out of nowhere. It was a little on Ryan Reynolds' YouTube
Yeah.
channel. He put a Deadpool announcement, Deadpool 3 announcement. It wasn't advertised as a trailer. I don't even think it is a trailer. It's just an announcement. And it's a very funny video that you would expect from Ryan Reynolds. And he talks about how he's got no ideas for Deadpool 3, and he might as well just put Wolverine in it as long as Hugh Jackman is down. And I think Hugh Jackman was walking behind him, and that was it. That was the video confirmed, and everyone went nuts.
Yeah.
So it looks like Wolverine is back. Our favorite Wolverine's going to be back finally in Deadpool 3, and I'm excited. I know everyone else is excited. This is what everyone kind of
Yes.
wanted. You want this Deadpool movie to
Yes.
be your bridge between the Fox X-Men universe and the MCU, and you want him to break the third wall, and you want him to reference like the film industry and Hugh Jackman, and it seems like it's the perfect combination of things. So I mean, it's exactly what I wanted, and I know they have some kind of good idea for this. And there was a follow-up announcement too, where they kind of joked around with like the like all their plans for what it is, and also a great video. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm totally down for it. What do you guys?
This is our multiverse of madness. This is the multiverse of madness we wanted.
Yeah. This is it
Kinda,
really
yeah.
is. I mean, we got Professor X, which was a kind of a baby Wolverine step to what we really wanted, but the fact that now we actually have Wolverine confirmed, our Wolverine, the Wolverine that we know. I know at one point they said they were going to get a new Wolverine,
Yep.
which everybody was contemplating.
Which we might still get in this movie.
Yeah, we could.
You will.
Yeah.
if they do it, they for sure will. I don't think Hugh Jackman is gonna do any more Wolverines. This is probably just a big favor for Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, Hugh Jackman. I mean, what he's like 50 something at this point. I
Mm.
mean, going through those transformations of looking like Wolverine with the veins and all this and being bulked up, that takes a huge toll on your body. Especially, you know, if you've seen Hugh Jackman normally, he's not that ripped, obviously, and he's not that big. I mean, he's a tall guy, you know, naturally, but, you know, he's not all muscular like that. So it takes a huge toll on him, especially for how old he is. And, so this go around with Wolverine, I'm actually fine with him if he's back to his old Wolverine self, or you know,
Yeah,
not,
old Wolverine.
yeah, like well, not old Wolverine like Logan. I'm talking about old Wolverine like
Oh,
Like
beginning
yellow
of-
suit
you know,
or
like,
brown suit.
oh no, I'm
Just
talking about
Wolverine
Wolverine-
where he should be right now in the timeline.
yeah, like
yeah.
not he doesn't have to be ultra muscular. He can just be normal. Like I just want him to be able to play that part again.
How do you guys feel about that? Like, I mean, like Logan was the perfect send off to that character.
Oh, that
It
was a beautiful
absolutely.
send-off.
You couldn't
Yeah.
ask for a more
Perfect.
perfect send
That
off.
was
Well, they
perfect.
did say that it takes place before Logan.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Uh,
count this as.
I wouldn't even.
as-
Yeah.
this is not
As-
this is not canon. This is not canon.
Yeah.
I don't think in part of the MCU as we know. Like,
Yeah.
that Fox, you know, Marvel, Wolverine, like merging. I consider that completely separate. That Logan,
Yeah.
he's dead, and I don't. I even though I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, I don't want him to come back. To an
Yeah, me
extent of-
neither.
I wouldn't want him to come back full time. I like if he's
No.
doing this kind of as a favor for Ryan Reynolds, and you know, hey, it's cool. Him and Deadpool are now going to be in the same movie. That's cool. Do I want to see
Yeah.
him from now on? No, because that was literally the best send off you could have.
Yeah.
That was like a love letter for Wolverine, you know, and
Yep.
his story that we've seen
Mhm.
from X-Men.
Oh, X-Men 1.
Yeah, X-Men 1
Yeah.
till now.
Yeah.
That was the perfect send off. It was beautiful.
Mm.
And it was the rated R Wolverine that we wanted. So while I'm very excited about this, I just really want this Wolverine to be a bridge. And with Kevin Feige being on this one, he's on board with it. And I think he's like executive producer for this one. They said the fact that Kevin Feige is involved, I just want this Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, to be a bridge to what is going to happen in phase 4 in the MCU universe, where we're starting to actually get mutants. We know there's some additional movies that are supposed to be announced that they haven't announced yet. So I'm really hoping that this is that bridge to that. So, and when people have always said that, they always thought that Deadpool would be the kind of the connection in between mutants officially existing. I know we saw it in Wanda, and not WandaVision. What's that shit called?
Yeah, it's basically one
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I know we got
Doctor
the mutants.
Strange.
I know we got mutants technically in that, but I know everybody really wants Deadpool to be the real bridge in between X-Men universe and this. So
I personally, I don't like. I share everyone's feelings about like Logan and where Wolverine is, and you know what the new Wolverine in the MCU should be. That should be the new Wolverine. So what is this going to be? And I was thinking, like, what if Hugh Jackman plays Hugh Jackman, the actor?
That'd be hilarious.
yeah,
And
it'll be-
Yeah, like
Deadpool
the
is
actor?
like Logan is dead, so Deadpool has found Hugh Jackman, the actor, who he's references repeatedly in the Deadpool movies. He references Hugh Jackman,
right.
the actor.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a buddy cop movie with Deadpool and the actor Hugh
That's-
Jackman.
That's also like a possibility as well.
Absolutely.
Knowing how they handle the
yeah.
movies.
Well, people actually
that could
wanted,
be it.
Yeah, they wanted. That's another thing that people have been speculating is, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine isn't going to be a buddy cop, you know, movie. Which
Oh, yeah,
that would
yeah.
be freaking awesome. That would be hilarious, actually, especially if they make it rated R and they just like slaughter people left and right.
But would you guys be mad? Is the question. Would you be mad if
No.
the movie comes out
No.
and it's Hugh Jackman and Deadpool rather than Deadpool and Wolverine?
No,
No.
No, not at all.
I think that's the only way that like you could
Yeah.
still keep the
I think
legacy
everyone
of
got
Logan.
their fill of Wolverine with
Yeah.
so many movies.
Yeah, I think so.
So no matter what they do now, it's not really gonna affect. You know what? We already went through Origins, so there's not much you can do to really like tick off people when it comes to
Well,
Wolverine.
the
I
origins
disagree.
will be a lot. There'll be a lot of origins references in this movie.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So just as a being a fan of like the X-Men,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean by
once you
origins?
went past origins, you're
Yeah.
What do
you're
you
good.
What do you mean by origins? I don't know what you're saying. Like,
X-Men.
Wolverine
Wolverine
origins.
origins.
Wolverine
Wolverine
origins.
origins.
It
Okay.
was.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of reference. I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie, but
Terrible.
Oh no, it was horrific.
It was horrific. I mean,
With their half-ass CG.
yeah, I was thinking that you were talking about like they were not going to talk about like Wolverine's origins. I was like, they could
Oh, no,
definitely
no.
they could definitely redo that again and make it into like a entire Weapon X movie, I don't know, series, and make it really good. But yeah, Wolverine Origins was absolutely horrible. That's the one with Sabretooth, right? With Liev Schreiber.
Yes.
Yeah, Liev Schreiber. Yeah,
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah.
probably the
that was-
best. I like him better than Tyler Mane.
Well, he was the best. I'll say he's the best.
He was a
cool-
better actor.
He was a
but
better
the
actor.
depiction,
Yeah.
the original was a better depiction
Depiction,
of
right.
Sabretooth.
Yeah, I think
the
He
better-
was
I don't
closer
know.
to the comic
No,
book
he had
Sabretooth.
a look to Sabretooth.
He was closer to like the '90s comic book character.
But
Yeah.
no,
I mean,
Sabretooth was never
I
that
like them
stupid.
both.
He was never that stupid. Like they had
Yeah,
to-
that's true.
No. I mean, appearance-wise.
Yeah, appearance-wise,
When I
oh,
saw
okay,
like on
appearance-wise
the
was good.
first movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
he
he
was
looked
also
totally
like
cool.
a wrestler. I think you can't expect
Yeah.
much acting out of a wrestler.
Yeah, no,
True.
the appearance, he was phenomenal. That was definitely as close as you can get to comic book accurate while making it great. for a movie.
Appearance-wise,
But yeah, his acting was absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
But no, I do hope that I really hope that it become, like I said, I hope it
Vinny
becomes a
Jones
bridge.
as Juggernaut.
No.
Horrific acting and horrific. What's it called?
Taglines.
Lines.
Like, "I'm the
Horrific
Joker,
acting and horrific outfit.
I'm the Juggernaut.
He was like an S&M,
Well, I mean, like,
like
you're
a
talking
leather
about-
daddy.
Yeah.
First
Oh,
X-Men
God.
movie is full of so many horrible, horrific lines, and the Storm line.
I think we
is
already discussed
legendary.
this.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
happens
there's
to
too
a
many.
frog when it gets hit by lightning?
Yeah, yeah.
It's such a
So-
yeah, but it was cheesy like early 2000s.
We needed that movie though, otherwise we
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Oh
where
yeah,
we're at.
it was
No.
necessary.
If it wasn't for
It's
X-Men.
necessary. Yeah.
Is it necessary?
No.
No, I
No.
don't
It was
know.
necessary.
Necessary
It
evil.
opened the doors for more comic book movies.
Wait,
Did it, though?
wait. What are,
Did it, though?
what are we talking about here? Necessary Evil. It was a necessary film, and it's a decent movie.
Yeah, it's a decent movie.
Yeah, it's a decent movie. Of all the ways an X-Men movie could go, I left that theater very happy. I remember
Which one?
this X-Men 1.
The original.
X-Men,
X-Men.
yeah, X-Men 1, yeah.
X-Men
Oh,
1.
I'm thinking
Very
of
happy.
X-Men
Dark
with the
Phoenix.
Juggernaut in it.
Oh, that was
Dark
X-Men.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was Dark
3.
Phoenix.
Yeah, 3 was
oh,
bad.
yeah, kind
3
of
was
jumped.
bad.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
okay,
No.
yeah,
We're
that's
talking
what
about X-Men
yeah.
1 here.
No, X-Men
Dark
1 was
Phoenix
No,
good.
X-Men one's good.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Horrific.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
X3 was horrifically bad.
X3
Especially
is-
after the
yeah.
high that they hit on X2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like X2, you were like at the pinnacle, at the peak of X-Men.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
wow, just
yeah. X3
slammed
was-
you down with X3.
I still think my favorite is X-Men Days of Future Past. I did like that
Oh,
one.
how original! Really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Your second
right.
favorite
All right,
is,
let's-
first class.
Let's put a pin in this discussion because I sense a future ranking episode ripe for the Blurred podcast coming
Yes.
up with all the X-Men movies. There's a lot of them.
Sure.
Let's move on.
All right, so
Okay.
now we went from talking about the MCU.
Wait. Before,
The
hold on. I just want to mention one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will it be awesome? A cherry on top of the new Deadpool movie if Spider-Man was somehow in there.
No,
No.
That'd be awesome.
no.
I don't think
No.
nobody. I think we're kind of capped
Well,
out.
can I
We're
see
good with
Tom
those
Holland in there? Yeah, I can probably see a million cameos in this movie.
Mhm.
Will it be
Cameo
good?
is fine, but I don't
know.
want another Marvel
Yeah.
character. Just
No, I'm
squeezed
saying
in
like a dash of Tom Holland somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we can have
Yeah,
Tom
I don't
Holland.
know.
I'm not gonna lie. I think people are kind of burnt out on Spider-Man at the moment. I think we need to let Spider-Man chill, cool for a little bit, especially live action, because we have Into the Spider-Verse 2 coming out
Yep.
soon.
Yep.
And then we have the Year One, Spider-Man Year One coming out soon. That's the comic, the cartoon.
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon of Spider-Man's freshman year in high school. So, yeah, I think we're kind of chill on the whole Tom Holland thing. I see what you're saying. I think there will be a lot of cameos because now with Kevin Feige being on board, I think now.
And now that
Deadpool-
it's Disney, technically,
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds will have a lot more say. I feel like because I
Yeah.
feel like with Deadpool 1 and 2, it was more of a lot of prove that you could do a lot of things with limited
Mm.
characters. Now we see that Deadpool 1 and 2 were highly successful movies. I mean, I think Ryan Reynolds now has a lot of leverage. Now with Kevin Feige being in the background helping him out too, I think this is going to be probably the best Deadpool by far. So we'll see.
it did help though that he was limited on the first movies, just because it even made it funnier when
Yep.
he pointed out the fact that he had a limited selection of X-Men to work with.
Like, yeah, this
Yeah.
big ass mansion. It's like, where's all the rest of the X-Men at? And you see, the whole
They're all in the
box.
room
Yeah, they're
quietly.
quietly
He's closing the door.
yeah, it is hilarious. So we're talking about Marvel and keeping with the Marvel theme going on right now. So another big thing that we saw recently that came out was the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer.
Boo.
I mean,
Easy now, Green
yeah,
Junior. We haven't gotten to
careful.
it
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't even announced it yet.
Ed, Underground, calm down, please.
Boo.
Yeah, will you
Control
stop-
yourself.
Why are you're shaking with anger? Calm
Oh my
down.
God.
Jeez.
He's gone black and white with rage.
Yeah, rage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hyperventilating right now.
Yeah.
he's
His
lit-
eyes have rolled to the back of his head.
Seething.
yeah, he's literally
Yeah.
sweating right now, seething
Yeah.
with anger.
Yeah, foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, it was horrible, guys. I'm
Oh
so
my goodness.
I'm so happy for our audio listeners. They don't have to see this. But so Wakanda Forever came out. Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
Boo.
Okay, so Green Turn, Boo, Dark Side. Let's get some sense in here.
Boo.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Ed Underground, what did you think?
Let's see what happens.
Wow.
What?
You know, I would not
What?
have thought that.
What?
Have
Ed
you
Underground.
betrayed me, piece of shit?
What are you
Yes.
talking
How dare
about?
Wow.
You're okay with the new Black Panther?
Hypocrite.
Well, so the character
Mm.
is not being replaced. It's
It's
the-
Black Panther.
Yeah, it's Black Panther, but in the comics, she was Black Panther for a minute. If it's his sister.
So it's okay if it's canonical.
Well,
Okay.
it's
What?
sorry.
Hold on. What's going on here?
What are you talking
Where
about?
am I? What's happening?
I mean, Ed has turned over a new leaf.
I've never turned
let's
into a
talk
leaf.
about
It's been
what the
same
source
way.
of the rage is first before we get into that. Just in case anyone who hasn't seen it, there was a new Black Panther trailer. It was a very
Official-
good trailer. I will
official
say this official second trailer. The movie's right around the corner, so it ended with a shot of the Black Panther. And the Black Panther. Look, we're going on. I was one image, and the Black Panther is very feminine in her shape, or his shape. I don't want to gender label any
Look,
Panthers
wow.
here.
Okay,
I don't
look,
want to. I'm
they
sorry. I
have breasts.
apologize.
You can see it on the suit.
I
that
apologize.
They have
I
breasts.
apologize.
Yes.
I apologize.
Yeah,
All right.
they
I
do have a
can't- I
bikini
can't
line.
label.
It does have a bikini line in the suit.
How dare you?
I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
Well,
I mean, it's
Um,
true.
They
yeah,
were
it sure
drinking,
looks like,
a large
that-
frappuccino
Yeah.
as they were
Yeah.
landing from the ship.
Their nails
Yeah.
were
What?
painted, and
Their
it
nails
was,
were painted.
It was a nice
Yeah.
golden color.
Painted gold.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Where we know our boy T'Challa has silver claws. This person has gold claws.
Well,
So
it's not T'Challa.
well, we know it's not T'Challa.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because, of rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace, for sure. yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
great.
they CGI his ass like Tupac.
Nah, they said they won't do that.
Oh,
Even though
Right.
his estate said they wanted that, they were fine with him.
I mean, they'd be
Really?
shooting themselves in the foot if they did
yeah,
it.
I mean, they want the money, but I mean, yeah, but it would be in poor taste. Everyone would go.
Yeah,
nuts.
people
Yeah,
would be on them like
Yeah,
crazy.
people-
Yeah,
people would be
yeah,
upset.
that would not be go well. Yeah,
Well, people at one point said they were like, hey, why don't you use Chadwick Boseman's brother to
Yeah.
play as T'Challa, and everybody's like, it's kind of a Paul Walker situation. It's like
yeah.
it's cool. Like
Yeah,
Paul
but
Walker,
that-
but
that
they,
was
they,
like-
they were already had shot a whole bunch of stuff, so they just
yeah. There was one scene I believe they were using his brother and just to like composite his
The
Oh,
goodbye
no,
scene.
face over.
That's
No,
the
no,
big
no.
scene.
There was throughout the movie.
no, I think it was through the whole movie they used them in shots, but I know
They
what the
used
big
them, but
one-
I think the main
No,
one
but
was
they-
where
the
they were
beach.
driving next to each other.
yeah.
Oh, well, that was that too, but I think
No,
half
no,
of
no.
the movie.
I thought that most of the movie was Paul Walker.
Yeah,
No, half
they're-
of it was Paul Walker.
Yeah,
I'll say
a lot of shots were
Paul Walker. Yes, but when they had to do some reshoots, they used his brother.
Yeah, but that's got to be like distant shots or something like that.
Yeah.
No.
No, they used his actual, like they used him. And they just did the face.
They used the brother and then they just digitally
Digitally-
like overlaid.
his face.
Yeah.
Well,
Paul
yeah, I
Walker's
knew that.
face
I
over
knew
him.
that in the driving scene and the beach scene in the end. I didn't think they
Well,
did more than that.
That's the most you can see it, but like,
Yeah.
because that was completely
No, but yeah,
new.
Dark Side is right. A lot of the shots, it was like a full-on face shot. It was like
It was like a
action
distant-
Yeah,
scenes, or
just-
they
yeah,
would be
okay, that's what I-
creative with
yeah,
how
that's what I
they
figured.
filmed them. Yeah.
So with
Okay.
with Black Panther, they obviously have went with Shuri to be the new Black Panther. I'm cool with it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, if they use Shuri, that's fine. I mean, it's extenuating circumstances with Chadwick Boseman's passing. I'm pretty sure if he was still alive, that he would have been the Black Panther. But because of his
Absolutely.
untimely passing, they had to make something work. I mean, there was thoughts of Killmonger coming back, but we know that at least in this universe, Killmonger is dead. Unless there was some zinger, like, oh, we actually kept him alive and put him on ice. But we know 9 times out of 10 that wouldn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense to bring him back. Trying to bring a Killmonger from another universe, from another multiverse. Right now, I don't think we have any beings right now that are from other multiverses in our universe right now. All the ones that were in No Way
I
Home.
mean, you say that, then you find out that this Joe Schmo's been here the whole time.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we can do that. But I'm
Yeah.
saying right now, I don't know. They want to use this movie as, oh, well, we brought Killmonger back from another multiverse and he's actually a good Black Panther. This is probably not a movie to do that. So to use Shuri does make the most logical sense. And the fact is, like, what it looks like with Namor coming in and actually like destroying Wakanda and, tearing it up. When you're desperate for somebody, it makes sense that you like, hey, I don't know how they're gonna write Chadwick Boseman out in the story. That I'm actually very interested in, more so than anything else. Like, how are they gonna kill him off in the story? But
It would be like Poochie. Remember?
Yeah, he just went.
I'm going back to my
he
planet.
Back to his home
Wow.
planet. A still shot of him. It's like at the Oscars. Like,
Wow.
He just disappears up. He just- yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but the fact that it's like, you see Namor in Wakanda destroying Wakanda. There's a war going on, and they need somebody to take the mantle. The fact that they use Shuri, or if they use what's the other dude from the other tribe?
they can't
M'Baku.
use the other dude.
M'Baku.
They can't use.
They can't.
M'Baku.
It has to
No,
be
because he
somewhat
already got his
within
ass
the-
whooped by.
The
No,
royal
I mean,
family.
but yeah, it has to be the Panther clan. You know,
The
what I mean,
royal-
it's not.
yeah.
He's like the ape clan, so it wouldn't make.
What
any
is it,
sense.
Gorilla?
Yeah,
What
white
was
apes.
That's
their-
his.
The white apes.
M'Baku.
Something
No, I
like
know
that.
what I mean. Umbaku, what was their
Yeah,
I guess-
apes.
They're
animal
apes.
or whatever.
Yeah, apes.
Apes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
That was it, right? Those were the two main big ones. Was there any other ones?
There
Any
was-
other like royal families?
there were
Yeah,
other
there
royal
were a
families.
bunch of other ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
but
the
But
big
I mean,
one-
the ones that they highlighted was only those two, right?
Yeah, well, because that tribe, the M'Baku's tribe, was a kind of like an outcast tribe.
yeah, they were
So-
constantly.
What about the
Um,
Rhino guys? Were they also like
They were loyal
Oh.
to T'Challa's family. So
Okay.
they had claims, but they always stepped back to allow T'Challa and his father to rule, and they were just in support of them. So everybody else was in support of T'Challa and his family, but M'Baku's tribe was always the one that was kind of fighting against that and warring against them to fight for
Mm.
power. Like, remember, like when the scene they're like, "Hey, does anybody want to challenge me?" Blah blah blah. Everybody was
oh
like,
yeah, nobody
yeah,
stepped up
everybody's like,
except
ha ha ha, ha.
M'Baku.
Yeah, that's so funny. You're hilarious. And then Baku was like, let me take my shot. And well, everybody was like, nah, no, he's serious. So I
Mhm.
mean, I'm kind of interested about how they're gonna do it. I think it's gonna be dope. But
yeah, I mean,
nothing-
yeah.
but getting, I mean, I don't want to highlight too much and beyond like, oh, MCUs, they're taking our position. Like they're taking our
No,
Panther.
it's not that. But if I remember correctly, like when we spoke about it before in our theories, we were not too hot on the idea of Shuri becoming the next Black Panther initially.
Yeah, I'm not.
All of us were not really too.
No,
We weren't
no.
against it specifically, We just weren't too hot on the idea of having Shuri fill in.
We were all hoping for that
role.
Michael B. Jordan miracle.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. That's what we were all hoping for.
can we be
Yeah.
honest? Because
So,
Killmonger
but-
is such a cooler character. Like,
It was a
Yeah.
cool
He's
character.
way
he's a
more
cool-
interesting.
Yeah, way more interesting.
And like
And
I
it
said,
would've
his
been such a great
a
redemption.
redemption arc
Yeah.
for that character would have been more interesting.
Absolutely.
What if this is Killmonger, a variant?
Sure.
Skinny
Yeah.
Killmonger.
What?
It's like a
Sure.
sexy,
No, did you
sexy,
see
curvy-
sexy
curvy
Michael B.
dress
Jordan with those
variant?
I want
Yeah,
to. I
alright.
want to take him out to
sexy
dinner.
outline?
Yeah, I want to take him
Yeah,
out to dinner.
like
Michael
his
B. Jordan.
head is just like Michael B. Jordan, but the body is.
Yeah, see his
All
big
right,
ass,
they go
shapely.
for
yeah,
something.
you see his big ass man head and like a shapely Coke
Yeah,
figure.
Big
Like,
wide hips.
I mean, yeah, you're like,
Oh my
like,
goodness!
ooh, Michael B. Jordan, you got birthing hips, boy.
I like where your head's at Underground. It's a pretty good
Yeah.
place.
I do.
Yeah, you're
I
very.
do.
I mean, you're very progressive.
Whoa, a
Hmm.
female Killmonger. Like,
Hmm.
what's his name?
Loki.
Like Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Sylvie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a Sylvie variant.
So completely introduce a brand new character.
Yeah,
and make
you
him-
want to complicate
Black
it even
Panther.
more. You want to complicate it even more. I mean, what?
Have we? Is there a female Loki in the MC comics?
In the comics, yes.
I
in
don't
the
know.
MC
Name-
Comics?
Name.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Name.
sure
In the
what's her
MC
name?
Comics?
In the Marvel comics.
You know what? he is.
Okay.
He's from the
Uh,
90s. That's what they called it
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then. EC Comics.
Was
MC
her
Comics.
was her name the same in the Loki TV show?
In
Yeah,
the
but
TV show, she have is her
Sylvie.
name Sylvie?
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
So
But
is
what
there
I'm saying is,
Sylvie
yeah,
in the
but
comics?
they needed
No,
how
Sylvie's
many
a character
episodes
from
to
the
introduce
show.
this character?
Yeah, but
Wait, what?
yeah, exactly. Why would they go to the length to introduce this character when they have all the characters already available? Why would they complicate their story even more
Why would they make a Sylvie?
for the show Loki?
Okay.
Because
the
it
show
has
Loki.
to do with variants.
Why
Literally
so-
has to do with that.
Yeah, so
To
You realize you're not making a compelling
You're not-
argument at all, right?
well, to
And-
back what Ed is saying. What is there a Loki in the comics? I was just doing a quick.
Yes,
Google search.
I said yes.
Listen,
a
bitch.
Sylvie.
Loki is the comics. Yes, there is a Loki in the comics, a female Loki, but it isn't a variant. It's
No,
the
it's
same-
him.
It's him. It's just him taking
Yeah.
over a female body. So for your thing to work at, Killmonger would be like, I got stabbed in the ribs. Nah, I'm going to pretend.
I got stabbed in the vagina.
Yeah. Now I get stabbed
Whoa.
in the vagina.
No, I'm talking about a
I'm
completely
Killmonger.
different
I killed the
Killmonger
donger. It's
from
like,
a
call me
different
Kill
universe.
Call me
Bring
Kill
on the
Donger.
dong- Bring on the dongers.
I'm
I'm
Kill
That's his
Donger.
bill and his axe. He just
I'm
goes
talking
around
about-
castrating people.
A different Killmonger from a different universe. Now, I was thinking that because isn't this Black Panther,
Ed,
maybe Black
no.
Panther?
No,
Gold?
no,
No, let
stop
him-
going with this.
No, don't tell him what to do. Let him go with his. Is this?
All right,
This is
go
his
for
theory.
It's just a thought.
Explain
It's just a
how
thought.
they're gonna bring in a female Killmonger.
Yes, let's hear it.
I mean, it's possible because it might set up the connection with the whole universe, the intertwining with everything else in the Loki series.
I agree.
So
with
you
that.
think they would
So they're
rather
gonna
do?
connect
They would rather.
Loki.
You're saying they would rather instead of bringing Michael B. Jordan back for that multiverse thing, they would rather do a female Killmonger for the multiverse thing,
Hey,
I mean,
or
do you see Michael
another
B. Jordan?
Marvel
or
writers,
another
move
female
over.
Killmonger.
Move
Do
over,
you see
Marvel
Michael B.
writers.
Jordan?
We
or a
have,
variant, of what's his name,
Killmonger.
no, Black Panther's name.
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
T'Challa, like a variant of T'Challa. You're saying rather than get a variant of T'Challa, rather than get a variant of him, you're gonna go for a female variant of Michael B. Jordan's character.
Yes.
Well, I'm always
Yes.
thinking that because her suit in this trailer, parts of it were gold.
Well,
So?
she the thing. But to be fair, Shuri.
She designed that suit too.
Yeah, she designed the suit. She wanted to have a more gaudy suit in the first place. So in the first Black Panther, she's the one that created pretty much Killmonger's suit. And she
Yeah.
liked the more gaudy suit. So her going to gold is not a stretch because compared to T'Challa is all like, hey, I need to be tactical. I need to be, it needs to serve a purpose. While she was like, hey, she's young, she's flashy, she's more hip than her brother. She wanted to be the more flashy Black Panther, and she initially had given him designs to be more flashy. So I'm
Yeah, I
not
mean-
surprised that it's gold and so forth. And I think in the comics, she actually isn't Shuri like doesn't she agree with or doesn't she have like some type of she shares some of the ideologies of Killmonger, like Killmonger is not like pure evil. She's like, I understand what he's like. She sympathizes with him, doesn't she?
Yeah, she sympathizes, and you could also say that she like that suit when she lands. That suit looks like a composite of both suits. There's ideas from T'Challa's suit, and there's ideas from Killmonger's suit, but it's a totally new. So I mean, and it makes sense. She designed all these suits.
Yeah, I mean,
So I mean, this is
But-
not the gold could mean nothing.
Well, this is my
You know what I mean?
second theory. My first is okay. This is just her.
Okay.
So
wow, that's a very
What a theory!
That's a crazy.
What a
theory.
theory!
What a theory.
Wow.
Ed, like
Good for you,
Marvel
Ed.
writers, watch out.
Thank you
your
for moving
jobs.
it to number 2, though. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, Marvel writers, watch out for your jobs. The Ed Underground is coming in. And
He's on the case.
He's on
I'm
the
already
case.
here.
Yeah, he's hunting for
I'm
your
already
jobs.
here.
He's in the dumpsters
Yeah.
behind Marvel
Yeah.
Studios.
Kevin Feige. Well, first he was looking for the KI rights to KI because
Yeah.
he was like, it could be anywhere right now. But then,
Oh, cool. I own KI.
It's in good hands.
but
It's in good hands.
No, I mean, Ed, I do appreciate your thoughts of the variants, and that is a lot of people did theorize that.
I didn't know that.
Huh?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, people theorized that that was the whole thing about Michael B. Jordan. They were like, he's a variant from another timeline. He could be coming back and blah, blah, blah. Remember, Shuri's she's a genius. She's at one point, people say she's either as smart or smarter than Tony Stark. So the thing is that she's a genius. So her tapping into multiverses and being able to have that capability is not outside the realm of possibilities. So with that being said, the fact that Killmonger coming back or having a variant T'Challa or Shuri or whoever coming in, that is possible. But I think because of the fact of, like I said, with T'Challa or Chadwick Boseman dying, them trying to have a grounded story, I think is I think bringing Shuri in, especially with Namor, like I said, with Namor coming in and actually like wrecking Wakanda and, declaring war on them. And, Namor is not just some, run the mill like, hey, pew pew, I shoot up Wakanda and now you can stop me. He is an existential threat for Wakandans. So the fact that you're in such a dire state, and once again they have to get somebody to help them. Like we hear Angela Bassett in the background, like they've taken everything from us, but we still fight or something like that. The fact that they use Shuri, that it makes complete sense. So I'm excited that they did that. Honestly, I think it's cool. I rather have it more based in reality than let's go down the rabbit hole of variants and all this other stuff. We already got Secret Wars coming, which is probably going to shake up a lot of the MCU of what we thought was going on with certain characters. So adding in variants,
I mean,
is
they
gonna
did
be-
open a can of worms. Marvel did
with what?
with everything, with the multiverse
variants,
of madness,
yeah.
with Loki and everything. So that allows people to,
Theorize.
theorize crazy things. So it's not.
It's not
Who
Ed's
knows
fault.
not
how
far-fetched.
grounded the next Black Panther will be, or Wakanda Forever will
Right.
be.
Well, we already said Killdonger is 100% a thing. So Kevin Feige, make sure when you put Killdonger in for Black Panther 3, the
Yeah.
XXX rated version,
Yeah.
you give us credit, and or
Yeah.
any company who does corn,
Killdonger.
soft corn.
Soft corn.
Bunker.
That they will give us credit for it.
my
Whether we're an
goodness.
extra, we're just we're the fluffers, or Ed's the fluffer, whatever.
No.
Whatever happens, we're down. So make sure we get our credit.
You'll see those little
Ironheart.
dreads moving back and forth.
You said what?
What?
Ed's little dress will be moving back and forth. It's just as a fluffer.
No.
Like, oh man, like you look like the perfect Wakandan fluffer. It's awesome.
Ironheart.
Ed, you want to bring up Ironheart?
I was literally about to talk about that. Yeah. So bring
Yeah,
up
what do you guys
Ironheart.
think?
It looks cool. I like
Yeah.
the suit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's awesome. I mean, for people that don't know, Ironheart is supposed to be the replacement for Tony Stark. She literally creates another Iron Man. She is the new Iron Man and so forth. Literally genius level as well, like Tony Stark is. Creates her own Iron Man. Future. I forgot what she calls her suit. Is it just Ironheart or is it Mark? I think she does name it something with like a Mark something.
I'm sure. Yeah,
But,
I don't know enough about the character.
But yeah, Riri
It looked
Williams.
cool. It looked a little more like heavy, like a mech,
Yeah, it
and
did.
it did like a form fitted suit. So I'm really excited for how that's gonna look.
Yeah, and especially if they make her into the new Tony Stark, how that actually is going to shape up in the future of the MCU.
Well, she's gonna be her own person, which I'm glad to hear. So yeah,
She could be a variant of Tony Stark.
Yeah,
though.
she's not a very.
She,
Yeah, she probably is.
Sorry.
No, they already came out. She is a variant of Tony Stark. She's just her name's just
They
Riri.
could say that,
I'm
and
just
you would be
kidding.
like, "Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense."
Yeah,
Wouldn't it make more sense? Would it make or wouldn't it make more sense if she's a variant of Tony Stark?
Either or,
Then
actually.
she just randomly showed up and she makes an identical costume.
That's either or, actually.
Okay. Oh, you'll be
Yeah.
good with either one, huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
either
cool.
or. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start calling her Tony.
She
Hmm.
okay? So I'm looking
What?
at pictures.
Tony with an eye.
I'm looking at pictures of her as her
Ironheart?
suit, and it is form fitting. So she will eventually make a suit. She just calls it that's so Riri Williams is her name, and her suit she names
Yeah.
that's the Ironheart. So she will come up with her own form fitting suit, just like Tony.
Yep.
And
Oh, I kind of like the mech looking suit.
remember
No,
like
her-
the same
That
thing with Tony.
anime-ish thing.
Well, you
Yeah.
got. I mean, you got to start from somewhere. So just like with Tony, he created his old Iron Man for his Mark 1 suit.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to do her own thing as well. So
Her own thing.
yeah, I mean, I
Her
kind
own
of,
thing.
yeah, she's gonna have to build her own bulky suit at first, and then eventually. she'll
Well,
get the
I
form
like the
fitting.
bulky suit. That's
I
why.
mean,
If anyone's curious about
like
how
that.
she'll look in the movie, the Hasbro toy, her toys was revealed.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
really?
know if I want to see
You
it.
can see her full
Huh.
like the full outfit. It's not as like heavy
I wanna
as,
wait.
as you think, but it looks pretty cool.
Okay.
I want to
Yeah,
wait.
that-
I want to wait.
no.
The boots look crazy. Look at the boots if you see the.
No,
Ironheart.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I want to see it in theaters.
Okay.
When is this coming
Alright.
out anyway? Is it November 11th?
Is it November
Yeah, I
11th?
think
It's right around the
November.
corner.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
right around the corner.
Yeah.
But we already got tickets for it, so
Oh, that's
Uh,
badass.
yeah. The boots are
The
pretty
Legend
nice.
series one?
Legend series, yeah.
Yeah, there's legends. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I wish it would keep that suit. That looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does like a pretty badass.
It reminds me of like an anime.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of what's the Iron Man suit that can go invisible? Like he can wear it, but it goes invisible. I forgot what it's called, but that's like one of
Yeah.
like the most badass Iron Man suits of all time. And the fact that her suit kind of mimics that a little bit, I think that's pretty
Mhm.
awesome. So I'm curious. I mean, we already said. I think they already announced that Ironheart was going to have her own TV series. I think.
Is it a movie or a TV
I
series?
thought it was a TV.
Might be a
series.
TV series.
But if they change it to a movie, that'll be awesome too.
I mean, they're
really
switching
curious.
stuff around.
I'm really curious at how they're going to, how the audience is going to take this.
Yeah.
I think
mean,
it'll take a while.
I
I'm
hope
looking
so.
forward to it.
I hope so. I hope that people just don't be, thinking that she is just a Tony Stark ripoff and that they just made her black just because, blah blah blah. Because remember, people had a very hard
It
time.
won't happen.
Well,
You
people,
know that, right?
yeah, well, I know what happened. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering how large of a scale it is. Because remember, people
Yeah.
had a very hard time with Shuri, talking to like Dr. Banner,
Mhm.
as if like he was stupid. Like, hey, remember when the whole Vision scene where she was like, why didn't you just, sequence it?
Yeah. Why don't you just do this?
Yes,
Yeah.
and everybody, and literally, I saw threads of people like, and like with like hundreds of comments, people were upset the fact like, how dare she talk to? He's an astrophysicist and this, that, or whatever bullshit, and just like, dude, it's comic book, calm down. But
People were mad about that. I didn't even know that.
people were livid about that. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
people get mad about everything.
people are gonna be mad about everything. I just hope that people don't treat like Riri Ironheart or Riri Williams as think like she's just a Tony replacement, like a Tony Stark replacement. Like she is her own story, her own thing. And I mean, I love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. He was one of the greatest of the MCU actors for sure. But I mean, it's time for him to move on. Time for us to push this story along. So
I kind of see it
Mhm.
like this: how Miles Morales was before he was like even known, he was announced. People didn't like it. He was his own thing now, but people didn't
Yeah.
like it. And now he's like one of the most beloved Spider-Man characters out there. So I kind of see it like that. I hope it's like that, but
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by Ed's reaction.
What are you talking
Well,
about? I've been saying the same.
Oh, well,
nothing
you
has
being
changed.
cool with
Nothing has changed.
Black
And
Panther.
in the news recently,
She's her own person.
in the news recently, another revelation from the Scooby Doo universe.
Dark side
Is
won't
that,
accept it though.
Let's get to
Val-
let's stick to Marvel.
Yeah, because he's not accepting it. He's not accepting it.
Let's get to the
I,
Marvel.
so
I
you're-
just
so
want
you're
Ed's
okay
take.
that,
I just want Ed's take.
What
No,
Wakanda
you gotta accept
Forever
it.
is
You gotta accept
basically
it.
gonna be all these heroic women against a villainous man. Are you okay with that, Ed?
Yeah, as long as the story's good. As long as it's not like
I
trying to.
told you guys. Ed Underground is
saying the
down as
same
long
thing.
as the story's good.
Yeah, as long as the story's good.
So-
And they're not swamping anyone. It's their own.
No.
person.
But this is a two-part thing for you. So for our listeners who are not aware, Scooby Doo, the next iteration of Scooby Doo will
Ongoing
have-
iteration.
as ongoing. The
Yeah.
next movie. The
Mhm.
next movie.
Yeah, next movie.
She will. Velma will be confirmed as gay. She is a lesbian.
Wait, now live action or is this an animated thing?
Animated.
Animated.
So
Man.
she will be a lesbian. She will have a love interest in the movie where she kind of comes out and says, "Hey, I'm gay. I didn't realize it. I blah blah blah." And for the Ed Underground, you usually have a
whoa.
point. No, let me finish.
Not for
Hold
that
on
autograph, but go ahead.
No, let me
Well,
finish my
no,
point.
no.
I'm telling people like this is what it was. Now for the Ed Underground, this is why I was saying earlier. It's a two-part thing. You don't like race swapping just for the fact of race swapping.
Swapping. But yeah,
Swap for our listeners. Ed used to say swamping. You said swapping, so that's why I say that every once in a while.
I know.
Mhm.
I'm talking for the listeners. I'm not. God damn it, Ed. He's like,
up, Ed.
it's like, yeah, I know. Now for Ed, the question I have for you is: in the past, you've talked about the fact that you don't like agendas being pushed upon you, where the woke agenda, making characters gay for the sake of having them gay and so forth, and lack of a story was important to you. Now with this, with Velma being gay, do you have a problem with that? When we don't know what the story is right now, and we don't know if it's actually gonna affect the story. So with you, does this affect your viewpoint on this? Because remember, Velma hasn't been really anything all these years. So now that she's coming out as gay, what is your viewpoint on that?
Well, honestly, I thought Velma this whole time was asexual from the vibe I got or whatever. Yeah, yes.
Asexual.
Or yeah. Is that
She
what
just-
it's? Yeah,
what's
I
the-
mean,
she-
Ed,
have you
wait,
ever
wait.
seen
Ed, do you know what asexual is?
no like sexual interest towards anyone really?
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Like, I was like, making sure that you're saying the right term. Okay. I didn't want you to go down a rabbit hole and like mess yourself up.
No.
Okay. Cool.
No. But so there is no movie is out, no story release. Like I don't care. Shoot, you can be a bright colored orange alien as long as the story's good.
Okay. So you're cool with
No one's
her
seen
being-
it, so
Okay. So your perception of Velma this entire time was, well, her sexuality
that's the
wasn't
vibe
important.
I got.
But the thing is like I guess in Scooby Doo, sexuality wasn't a thing. It never was.
No, it wasn't.
A point of the story. So
No, it wasn't.
why do you feel
So
like
wait, here's my second thought here.
okay.
Why? What's the point? I mean, for years it's never been like announced. I mean, the only thing that's been like really kind of, I don't know, hinted or kind of like presented was Fred and what's the other one's name?
Daphne.
Delma? Daphne.
Daphne.
Yeah, Fred and Daphne.
Daphne.
I mean, that's been the only like thing. And even that was annoying. Like, I really
Right,
don't want
but
to see that.
That is, but so you can't say that their relationships are not in Scooby Doo. They've been in Scooby Doo.
Has it though?
In live action,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
live
no,
action.
I don't think
even in
cartoon.
the animated,
Even in the old
even in the
cartoons.
animated.
Oh,
In the
I
old
thought-
cartoons?
I thought you said
Yeah.
anime. Like Scooby Doo.
I would love to
pretty
see an
sure it's
anime.
Woody Woody. Like,
I would love to.
Don't you remember Shaggy?
What do y'all do? What?
I mean, yeah,
There was Shaggy, the meme of him
Yeah.
like being Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a thing now.
But I'm saying like Dark Side is like, Daphne is like ooh woo,
Oh,
Freddy ooh woo, ooh woo.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure that
a lot of
exists.
It does exist.
Um,
I'm sure.
No, but
Oh,
I
it
think that
does. Rule
the
34, my friend.
like
yes.
relationships have been in Scooby Doo in the animated series.
Yeah,
and like you said-
recently, not in the original cartoons, which I don't care.
Well, in the
but-
original cartoons, they were hinted at. I mean, like the relationships are in cartoons. I mean, they're there. I mean, you
Okay,
can't say
but-
that they're not.
Here's my thing also, like even with
Yeah.
the what do you call it, traditional relationship style, whatever, with
Yeah.
Fred and I forgot her name already.
The straights. Damn.
What's her name?
Mm.
Daphne.
Daphne. Fred
Yeah.
and Daphne.
Yeah.
That was annoying. I don't really know, like, it's whatever. Like, okay,
I
let's get to the
Didn't
story.
care when I was watching
I don't
those
care either.
cartoons.
Like, I'm not even a big fan of
Obviously, you did
Scooby-Doo.
since you said it was annoying.
Well, no, the recent stuff that they're doing. It's
Oh,
annoying.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
the only thing.
Well, all the Scooby Doo content that I've seen is Daphne and Velma get together, and that's usually
Yeah.
typically
yeah, but that's
Daphne-
annoying.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. That's the stuff
people, we as the viewers growing up watching this, and as we become adults, a lot of people have sexualized Velma and Daphne, crazy. I mean, I don't
For
remember.
sure.
I don't remember as vividly in the cartoons that Daphne and Freddie were having a thing ever. I'm thinking back in the old school ones. I haven't
The old
watched
one, I
those.
think they hinted at it,
I
but
think
it
they
wasn't in your
hint at it
face.
heavily that he's always
Yeah.
like ignoring her, and she's always annoyed by that. Like they're in a relationship, but he's a bad boyfriend.
Nice.
Yes.
He's a fuck boy.
Yes,
so that's
yes.
cool.
That was the theme of that relationship.
He'd rather find and bang ghosts than bang
Yes,
Daphne.
yes.
I get
Yes.
it.
Yes,
I get it.
And get ghosted.
Yeah, but the thing is that I mean, me personally, I don't care if Velma's gay. Let her be gay. I just hope that they're not kind of pushing that agenda in lieu of a story. So I agree 100% with on the Ed Underground with this is that this
Oh,
is
shit.
this is a child. I mean, because the thing is, like for me, maybe I just grew up with blinders on. Like I want representation, absolutely. So if Daphne is gay, or I mean Velma's gay, cool. I just hope that they do it tastefully. I just don't hope they just be like, oh, we need to put gay people in there. Like give gay people a worthy story, like you would give anybody else. Like with the Scooby-Doo movie, while it wasn't great, but Daphne and Freddie had a little thing, whatever, and it's like that's cool. Like it was part of the story and this, that, and the other. Like give her actually a good story. I hope it's just like, hey,
But
she's gay, I'm gay.
Would
hey,
you
well-
say that the Velma thing, though, the running joke for many years was that she was a lesbian, right?
I've
Yes.
actually never.
Yeah.
I see. The thing is, I didn't pay attention. I never said.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
I
Like,
never
mean,
paid no, but I'm saying like in the
but the running joke with the
the
way
running
she
joke for
dressed,
fans of
yeah,
Scooby Doo was that she was
that she was a
the
lesbian.
show never
I-
hinted at it and never did anything like that, but just the fans would
Well, I-
theorize that.
Yeah, I think people are theory crafting, and it's just like
Yeah.
they made it so at this point because maybe it picked up. But it's the same thing. Like I feel like sexualizing this is like same thing like bronies, right? Like sexualizing My Little Pony. It's like, oh,
Hell
there's
yeah.
there's themes of sexuality in there and blah blah blah. Now there are some cartoons.
There are themes of
Oh,
sexuality
here's
because
the
they
thing, no,
designed
that's-
that series to be that way.
No, but there are cartoons out there that were as kids.
The
we
new
thought-
one, not the,
The
old
new
one.
one.
No. I'm saying
No,
the-
not the
the
old
old
one.
one.
The
No,
new
I'm
one
saying-
is very much
What
that
I'm
way.
saying, there's like when you watch videos back in the day, when we're kids, we didn't understand a lot of sexual innuendos, and then you watch YouTube videos where they point out like, and I'm like, holy shit, that's obvious as fuck. But
He-Man.
He-Man.
I don't know about
I mean,
He-Man, but
No, He-Man definitely.
You don't know
is.
about He-Man? Look
He-Man's
up
got
videos
a
on
lot
He-Man's
of- yeah,
sexuality.
he's got
well,
a
I
lot
mean,
of-
there are
Yes.
certain cartoons that like have those innuendos, but as kids we don't know about it. I would say,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're
You,
used to.
yeah,
Ren and
you still
Stimpy.
don't know about it, but Gundam Wing,
you're,
but
you're,
well,
Gundam
that's what I was
Wing.
going to bring up.
Very,
Hold on,
very.
I was going to
Dragon Ball Z. You think
Dragon
Vegeta
Ball Z.
and
Ball Z
Goku are
as
just training up there for the whole time?
See, these
Oh,
are
I
It
gotta
gets
go
lonely.
train just with Goku. Nobody else.
Man,
knows.
These
nobody
are
else
cre-
in 100 times gravity.
crazy fan theories that aren't even related at all to the series. That's what I was
It's
going to
like, oh,
say.
man.
Gundam Wing.
This fucking what's
No,
it called?
Gundam Wing
This
is 100%
capsule
gay.
smells like just
Definitely
pure, like old crusty jizz.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, what have you guys been working out all the time in this capsule? It's been 10 days.
But can we talk about how Gundam Wing is pretty much yaoi?
Yes.
No.
It's
Yeah.
yaoi.
It is yaoi.
Yeah, it's
No,
is yaoi.
it is just some.
They have a
crazy-
lot of beautiful men in that
Yeah,
series.
every man
It's
is
just
gorgeous.
crazy.
I like I
These are
said,
yaoi.
if
Crazy
we want to do
killers.
the Gundam Wing
Crazy man
episode, I
theories.
will gladly present the evidence.
Jeez,
There's
you
a lot
gotta
of them. We don't want to
come
go
to
down this
terms
rabbit
that-
hole.
you
Yeah.
literally were watching like
And-
entry level yaoi.
Yeah.
No, in canon, Hiro
It
Yui
is entry level.
and Relina Peacecraft end up
Ugh.
having a child.
Yeah, that
Sure. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's called a beard.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I was gonna say it's called a beard, buddy.
Yeah,
It's
Huh?
called a beard.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that term
but no,
is.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
look
like,
it up.
If you watch House of the Dragon, there is marriages that when a character is gay, they were
Yeah.
like, hey, I just gotta do my duty. I will have a child by you, even though I know that you're gay. I will sleep
Mhm.
who I want to. You just need to put a baby inside me. That's literally what happened with Gundam Wing. He put a baby in her.
False.
And
I'm not saying Relina Peacecraft was gay. She's straight.
Peacecraft
no.
Yeah, she's straight. Hiro Yui is
is
gay.
also straight.
No,
Oh
he's-
man, he wants that duo action. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he's
it's-
going
Seriously, doubtful.
dual wielding.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See that's your crazy fan
I'm
theory.
just saying, people have
fantasy
said that for Velma for many years, and here
Pe-
we are.
Yeah, people.
Gundam Wing coming soon.
people, Not,
Gundam Wing
not,
coming soon.
not the creators of the product. It's
Well,
people.
I wanted to get your guys' thoughts because the Velma thing, like I said, the switch over for her to be now considered an LGBT character, because there's this kind of background with her that people kind of like heavily hinted that she was lesbian for many, many, many years. And that's been a well-known, like well-established idea with Velma, the Velma character.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
Yes.
people.
Is everyone. This is like, I mean, Green Tuner, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like this
Yes.
is something that's been around forever. The way she
It's been
looks,
said
the way
forever.
she,
Yeah.
like even lesbians championed her as like the character that they relate to the most, like, you know,
Nice.
and she has that crush on Daphne and all this other stuff, like, but she's, anyways, what I'm saying is the character, they transitioned this character to be out now. In comics, what is your opinion on these characters that are gay in the comics, but there's no real background to establish them being gay? They just literally flipped a switch. It's like Bobby Drake, his Iceman, he was gay.
Yeah,
Superman.
but they force him to be.
Superman is not gay. I mean, this is another
There was
Superman
a
is not
comic
gay.
where I think it was a Superboy or something like that.
Superboy, yes.
That's
Superboy.
It's
Wasn't Green
it's
Lantern
his son.
also?
Yes, Alan Scott. Alan Scott is considered
Super-
gay, and
But Superboy was canonically, I mean, well, it depends on certain comics, but yes, Superboy is gay in the comics. They made
he's
him
not
gay.
Superboy. He's not Superboy.
Okay, fine. His
There is a literal
son.
Superboy.
Yes, the super. We're saying Superboy
Yeah.
is his son. Yeah, I know. There's
Yeah.
genetically it's a genetically created Superman, which is Superboy.
Well, what's annoying about this is like, like news outlets use that to incite people. Like Superman's gay, and all these people will like lose it in the comments, and
Yeah.
like you see all the nerds, my types, going like, "Oh, it's not Superman. Relax, your Superman is still straight. Still
Yeah,
married
it's
to
the
Lois
son
Lane."
of Superman.
People are losing their minds and going nuts on the Reddits and everything. But what I'm saying, and he's a new character, so
He is in it.
if you say he's gay, fine. There's they established that character is gay from like there's a lot of
beginning,
evidence to support that character being gay is there. You can see it written in there.
From
Bobby
the beginning,
Drake,
right?
yeah, Bobby Drake
Okay,
does not
just,
have
all of a sudden a switch.
Yeah, sure. But that's what I'm talking about. Bobby Drake does not have that background where you could say that he was gay. Tim Drake, the third Robin, is now bisexual, I think. And he's had a
Isn't
girlfriend for a
Iceman
while.
Gay too.
That's what I said, Bobby
Yeah,
Drake.
Oh, sorry.
Bobby Drake is Iceman, yeah.
Oh, fake fan.
So
For
he's
some
probably
reason,
the
when I heard
most
Drake, I was thinking of
the rapper.
Robin.
started.
Yeah,
Oh, Tim Drake.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tim
yeah.
Drake. Sorry.
Well, that's
yeah,
what I
got
just said. Tim
confused.
Drake is also gay or bisexual.
Mm.
Yeah.
But there's I was
All
talking
the
about
Drakes are gay.
all the Drakes are gay.
I think there's a
Um,
conspiracy theory with that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I don't want to get caught up in this whole gay thing. I
In
mean,
this,
the
politics.
yeah, the politics of being gay.
Well,
The thing is,
my only
which
point
one?
was that
Yeah.
the fact that
Who's
I brought it up
coolest
was that
sibling?
Shout out to coolest sibling. That is my sibling. She's definitely not the coolest. There's like 8 of us, and out of the 8, I'm probably the coolest. So
I doubt that.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys can suck a dick. Since we're talking about being gay.
Those guys.
Don't knock it till you try
Thematic.
it.
Yeah, don't not. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you know, what I'm saying, kill Donger over here. No, we're talking about Drake as in nerd stuff. Just sit back and relax and just enjoy the show.
Oh,
Yeah, my poor sister, she's so lost. She's not
yeah,
into
yeah,
this.
yeah.
But go ahead, finish what you were saying, Darkseid.
No, I just had this conversation with earning that change versus just what they're doing with Velma. So like comic books have had this issue. Well, I agree with at Underground too that you can't just
really?
flip us. Well, you got to earn. Well, this is what I'm saying. Bobby Drake, I have a hard time agreeing that he's been gay this whole time, or
Should I
he's been
clip
closeted. Well, hold on. He's been closeted gay. Tim Drake, the third Robin, I can buy that because of I don't know how much comics you guys read in the 90s, but he was extremely like a loner. He was hard. He couldn't build relationships. So they used a lot of that, like his literal written background to establish him being gay. So I think you could do it right if you wanted to do it. But there's some characters that are just
You just flip a
feels
switch.
fake.
Yeah,
It feels
that's
fake.
the thing. Like I don't want Velma to be, in my opinion, I don't want Velma to be just written in as gay just to write her in as gay. I want her
Yeah.
like if they're gonna give her a
More than
storyline-
likely, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
like the thing is like I'm like
They don't
I'm
have
totally,
to do a lot.
I
is
don't
the
like
point.
I don't care about Velma being gay. Like that's not my issue. I just want if they're gonna make her gay, give her a actual like if they're gonna give her a love interest, which I'm hearing that they will do, make it actually good. Just don't be like, oh, she's gay, blah blah blah.
I believe
if they do the whole, just make
Yeah.
it fair for everybody. So
I believe the love interest is like the villain of the movie. So
Yeah.
it's like pretty relevant to the plot.
that's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. If that's Velma's love interest and she turns out that she loves her and then she turned out to be a villain, that's dope as shit actually. So that's cool. I like that. Coolest sibling, Creamcast, myself, is gay, but we still love him. Hey, you know what? Hey, don't knock it till you try it. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell my wife about it. And now she's
You're closeted.
yeah. And now we're just going to
He's
go
being outed. He's being outed
my
right
sister's trying to out my sexual preferences. Just don't tell my wife about it.
Who's Toby?
Nobody.
Wouldn't you like to know, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Why do you know? Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. I'm just wondering myself.
It's like,
Is that your nickname, man?
yeah.
No.
Toby. All right. So now I'm like, can we move on from the Velma thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go move back to the Marvel
From all
stuff.
this gay hate that we
Yeah, like obviously we got some bigots out in this podcast. Jeez.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, we love gay people. We just want ultimately, for our
a good
listeners,
story.
we just want a good story. Like, don't just throw them in just to throw them in. Like, I don't care.
It's got to be earned and not cheap.
Yeah. Don't just
Okay,
don't,
but
don't,
let's
just try and
temper our
satisfy.
expectations. It's a Scooby Doo movie, okay? Let's really temper.
I don't
our
think any of us care
expectations.
about the
I don't- I
Scooby Doo
really
movie.
don't
I
care.
think
Yes,
the
you're the
whole-
one that brought it up.
Yeah,
No,
because
more
it's a
than likely,
long
they're
term.
gonna
It's a
make
long term
it
character.
A corny thing. They're
It's
not
gonna be a
gonna
corny
put
thing,
that
yes.
much thought into it. They're gonna make it just a corny thing, like, "Hey, Velma's gay," blah blah blah. Happy fun times for
they should not.
everybody.
They should not.
That's
said
all
nothing.
that's gonna happen.
They shouldn't have said nothing. I really would have wished that they would have not said anything and just like the
Let it
story.
happen.
Just let the story happen. And
Then
that
it
that's
was
wouldn't be.
just-
Then
that's
we
the
wouldn't.
thing.
We wouldn't be talking about
No,
it. Wouldn't be
that's true.
trending.
but see,
and
see,
you
that's
wouldn't
the
Yeah,
watch
thing.
it wouldn't
That's the thing.
add more
Wouldn't have
views
watched
to
it.
the movie that's
But-
coming out.
Yep.
It's a good marketing strategy.
It is a good
No.
marketing strategy.
This is exactly the thing. No trailer dropped. Nothing. Just hey, big announcement. Thelma is gay.
Yeah, I think that. I mean
That's
what I'm
more
saying.
important than the story.
Yeah, I think that's kind of
Marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing. I think that's
Is it
stupid-
marketing?
Yes.
But it's
Yes.
Yes, you
it's
jackass.
stupid.
We're
Yes.
talking about it right now.
It's stupid.
Were
that
we
it
going
has
to
to
talk
be.
about this movie at all? No.
Dark
Were
Side's
we
talking
gonna
about it.
No, we would
I
have
know,
talked about
but
it.
we're talking about it because that's the news.
No, we
Yeah,
would have
that's
talked about
losing.
it if it would have dropped and found out that she was gay, and then we would have been like, "Oh shit!" Like they announced that Velma is gay.
Shaggy
Like,
gets high.
yeah, Shaggy is high. Freddie is bi.
Oh, you think that that
Definitely.
would be interesting if they finally confirm
Now that's been hinted out for
Shaggy
years.
is like high.
he's a
Now
stoner.
that's been hinted out for years.
Yeah,
Which-
he's a
you know what?
stoner. This is what I'm talking about.
Now, that would
No,
be
no, no,
cool.
but
I
they've
mean,
never
everyone
said
knows he's
they've.
a stoner.
It's
Yeah, even when I was a
so
kid,
Everyone
like I thought,
knows.
is this guy
It's
always high all the
heavily
time?
hinted.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
everybody
but
knew
they've-
he was on
they-
drugs.
everybody knew. So this same thing with Velma too. Like everybody knew that too.
No, when I was a
No,
kid,
nobody
I
knew
had
about
nothing.
Velma.
No.
No, we didn't know because we were innocent, but the
But when
we
you
knew
grew
Shaggy was high.
older, you understood that, right?
No, even when I was
No,
old,
I
like
still-
no.
Yeah, still.
You never did.
No.
I never
Oh,
thought that. She
I
was
guess
gay.
Green Tuner and I were the only ones.
Mm.
Well, a lot
No,
of people
never-
thought that, but a lot of people
The
knew about
only-
it.
I
No, a lot of
guess
people did,
the
yeah.
only
Darkseid and I
vibe
are just
got was
lesbians
that
at
he was
heart.
asexual.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
it.
Yeah, so like,
Well, you guys know I'm an ally, right? So maybe I have that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start wearing flannel shorts and like carpenter jeans
Where's my rainbow
and
hat?
like a crew cut. Just
mean,
like
you are a
Butch
I'm
lesbian.
not gonna lie, Green Tuner, you are a bear of bears. I've seen that hairy body of yours, and I'm not gonna lie.
You and Toby.
I mean, me and Toby's my brother, so that's why
Oh,
I don't know why she's saying that. That's like that makes it so weird at that point. But she somehow is equating my gay lover to my brother, which is I love my sister.
Mm.
But no, like at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, I want more representation. I want gay people to be represented more, trans people to be represented more in movies. Just do it like I don't want to make it a big deal as like how you would do a straight couple, right? Like
Mhm.
when I see like gay scenes in like TV shows, I don't want to make it a big deal like, oh, we gotta make this extra gay because we want to really highlight them being gay. Like, no, just at this point, most people know what especially when you have these like more rated R shows. Like everybody knows, okay, people are gay. If it was a lesbians making out, nobody would care. If it's guys making out, most people are not gonna care. If there's gay sex happening, no one's gonna care. So I'm just like, at this point, just make it normal. Don't try. I hate like the whole like.
Ed, would you care?
don't try to shove it down someone's throat. Like, okay, come
Oh,
on.
whoa, buddy, whoa.
Now
Good
what I
choice of
meant.
words.
Whoa.
Good
Kill-
But
choice
that's
of words.
basically what's going
Killdonger,
on.
right?
Yikes.
Yes,
This is-
Killdonger out here.
That's basically what's going
What
on.
was I gonna say? Well, look, if you're looking for like good representation, don't look to Scooby Doo. You gotta look at movies
Well-
like Tangerine or Moonlight or Call Me by Your Name. That's when you get an actual good representation of gay people. But just don't look to Scooby Doo or Marvel or whoever the hell's gonna bring up, gay sexuality. It's just not gonna happen.
Right.
Mm.
I mean, but
Okay.
Ed doesn't want things shoved down his throat. But we do call
Nope,
him.
I do not.
He wants to be the
And it
kill.
will not happen.
He wants to pick up the mantle of Killdonger. I'm really gonna. I'm
No.
going to make.
I really
a
want
point.
Killdonger. Instead of claws, he has like little dick tips.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to make a user account on Pornhub called Killdonger, and I'm just gonna be like I'm just gonna be putting comments all into like my movie idea pitch onto every porn video, so that somebody from Marvel, because those fuckers watch like weird porn, probably gonna be like, oh shit, that's a good, because when I watch porn, I read the comments. So I'm like, man, this plot sucks. Let me scroll down and see if anybody else agrees with me. And
Whenever he takes his shirt off, instead of scars, he's got like little dick imprints all over his body that look like tiny scars.
Dick scars.
Oh my
Dick-shaped
goodness.
scars
These-
all over
these
his
are
body.
What is wrong with
these all the dicks that I've conquered.
He's all dicks up.
I went to war.
You see this one right here?
this?
That was 98, a good year.
What is wrong?
I went to war. I was decorated.
He went to war.
I was
He
re-
single-handedly defeated the Nazis, just cutting all their dicks off.
What is wrong?
It's like a-
Alfred?
It's like a fucked up Inglorious Bastards. Like instead of just creating a Nazi symbol on their head, he's like, I'll make sure that no other Nazis ever exist, and just cuts off all their.
They call me the Killdonger.
Yeah. Like the
Oh,
God. I have so many scenes I could pull up with the bear Jews instead of the bear Jew coming out Killdonger. But anyways, all right, moving on from the MCU Killdonger series. Last thing we want to talk about Marvel real quick was the God damn it. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Killdonger.
Yeah,
Nope.
nope. Just keep going.
I'm not-
I have to read it.
No,
I
no,
have to read it.
no,
So
no,
somebody
no,
comment.
no, we're moving
Say
on.
who.
Nope. We're gonna move on. Absolutely not.
Shoot.
So the next Marvel.
I'm actually
thing-
surprised the Autobot.
6
Didn't
million.
catch that.
Shouldn't there be an Autobot on there?
No, he's not
Damn.
activated.
She's making me sweat.
Okay.
This is why I should not give
It's
her
the
this.
Wild West,
I
baby.
literally gave this person this link just like 20 minutes ago, and she's absolutely embarrassing me. God damn it. I'm literally sweating. I don't know. You guys can see it on the camera. Like my hands are literally sweating right now because she's such an idiot. I hate her so much. God. Fuck. I lost train of thought.
Concentration camps.
all right.
We're moving on. She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
So a new
Whoa.
a new episode came out.
Yeah.
Which was I actually enjoyed it. It was actually a good episode. It was kind of what we talked about before. It was the Namaste
Yes.
episode of She-Hulk. So yeah, we saw, just a quick recap. She goes, Abomination, his ankle monitor or his inhibitor messes up. She goes to check on him because the person who's going to fix it is obviously just a regular human. Wants the She-Hulk there just in case full on Abomination is going crazy and destroying whatever and doesn't want to die. So she goes there, has a retreat. She meets people of her past who try to mug her. Come to find out they're just trying to namaste, get better as well. And that's pretty much the whole episode. Oh, and we find out that, the guy that she had been seeing is secretly it looks like we lost.
Poor Ed.
Yep, we lost the end.
We lost.
Probably for the best.
Yeah,
Probably for the best.
Yeah, let's keep pushing.
Yeah.
So we have
A colorful cast of characters there, though. I
great
loved
cast.
Manbull.
It was a good cast.
Manbull and Matador. I was so happy for you.
Porcupine.
Green Tuner, I was so happy for you. I was like, yo, this is
Thank you. Thank you.
Matador?
El Matador, our greatest comic book hero.
Like I was so happy for you. I was like, Green Tuner is finally getting the representation that he wants.
Finally.
What did you think about that?
Oh, what, the Matador?
Yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was a great, representation of what you can achieve, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nice, yeah. I mean, either you're in Ant-Man and your parents get deported and like I'm like they made some jokes in like Ant-Man like Hispanic jokes. I was like, damn. I can't believe they actually went there. That's crazy. Like, yeah, like my dad got deported. My mom died and all this other stuff. I was like, holy shit! Like they actually made these jokes. Like, what the fuck?
That's fine. You know what? We got Namor coming, so all good.
Yeah, true. Namor is representing.
We got
hard
Namor.
for you.
Yeah.
That actually is a really big representation. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of hate that you guys are you people are sharing the spotlight with us people in our own movie, but it is what it is.
That's right. We're taking all the jobs away.
Yeah, right.
Don't you worry.
All right, see if we can fix the screens back thanks to Ed Underground.
No, he looks the same.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. Fix it.
I didn't do that.
There
I didn't
you
do
go.
that.
Cycle through your Zoom filters, please. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
Yeah,
please.
exactly.
My retinas.
But
No, I enjoyed it. I thought it was nice. It was a nice change of pace. I was fearing that it was gonna go towards the route of having a fight with what's it called?
I
Abomination.
keep thinking that's what they're going
Yeah.
to, like
And
Abomination.
then they
Here
switch
comes
it,
the fight.
and I'm like,
They keep-
oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
and it's
like
so
the-
refreshing too.
It is refreshing, yeah. And then so I'm assuming the guy at the end is part of the people that were trying to inject her to get her blood,
Yeah.
or is it just
Yeah.
like someone
I think this
random?
is this part of.
Is it the leader, or who are we heading?
I don't
towards?
know. I mean, it could be AIM. It could be any number of people trying to get her blood.
I mean,
So,
are we
I
still?
don't know.
Are we still thinking that? What's those damn people? Thunder Force, not Thunder Force. What's the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts? Jeez,
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. I was like X Force mixed with Thunderbolts.
X Force, yeah.
yeah.
Alpha Flight, just someone in there.
Yeah, I was getting so confused right there. I'm still reeling for my unfortunate guest on this podcast.
Yeah.
but
Oh, it was beautiful.
it was horrible.
It's just
But yeah, no, we don't know who this is. We don't know if this is gonna be Thunderbolts. I'm still waiting for Thunderbolts Ross to come about. But I mean, I think we talked about before.
On the rumor mill there, because you're right, the actor died there. So the rumor mill is that Disney's trying to get Harrison Ford to be Thunderbolt Ross.
Holy shit, that would be
a get. That would be a get.
That would be a big W for sure.
That would be a get. I don't know. I don't think we'll get him, but that'll
is
be a
Nick
get.
Nolte still alive?
Yeah, Nick Nolte will
Come
be
on.
good. Yeah.
Nick Nolte-
To answer your question, Green Tuner, is he still alive? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Could you imagine his half-drunk ass as Thunderbolt?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Ross.
Nick Nolte would be interesting
Yeah, he would be.
for sure.
That or Gary Busey. That would be
No, we don't need Gary
Primo.
Busey because
Primo. Just Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Just paint him red then at that point.
Yeah, it's just like there
He
be
already
no
has the
CG.
teeth.
No shirt, paint him red. That's the Hulk.
Yeah. Like Gary, this is not your scene. Like, ah! It's just running through like sets, running through walls.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just fill him up, give him a little alcohol, and he'll be fine. Yeah, Gary Busey. Yeah, oh god.
Right. So I mean, we don't know who's trying to get She-Hulk's blood, but it could be any number of Marvel
Mhm.
baddies out there trying to get the job done. But yeah, as an episode, She-Hulk continues to be
It's surprising me with
surprisingly.
how it's defying expectations.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Gary Busey's
I
still
mean-
alive. I thought he was. I thought I stopped for a second. I was like, maybe is he actually dead? But no, he's still alive.
Ooh.
Gary Busey.
Oh,
yeah,
Gary Busey.
the Gary Busey,
Mickey
Nick
Rourke.
Nolte could you could flip a coin. They could be dead.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I was really. I'm actually surprised that he is alive.
But no, I guess it's a blurred podcast thing. Like we're digging Rings of Power, we're digging She-Hulk, and like the internet seems to disagree with us. I don't know what's going on here, but we're certainly down with these
That's because
interpretations of these
we're
characters.
all a bunch of cucks.
We are cucks and
Of,
woke.
Whoa,
lip
whoa,
cooks.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. So speak for yourself there, sir.
No, you are
Speak for
the
yourself.
biggest sip of all time.
You
False.
just completely cucked right now.
Yeah.
For
A
what?
bit ago by completely being on board with the new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah. You completely lost all credibility.
It's his sister.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm still surprised.
Yeah, I mean, we're
It's
all,
in the comics too.
we thought you would be more MCU.
Yeah, we thought you were making. I was ready to
Yeah.
like back
Yeah.
you up in your.
I thought you were
hatred.
ready to die for this fight at Underground.
I am always.
No, I
It
think
turns out
this-
you're all talk. You're all
This,
talk.
No.
this isn't a fight. This is comic. Well, one, comic accurate. Two, they're not swapping any characters.
We'll see.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what
Hmm.
happens. They haven't
We'll see.
they
We'll
haven't
see.
100% confirmed that Shuri is Black Panther, so it could be someone else completely different.
Well, Black Panther. She's not T'Challa. I forgot how to pronounce his name.
T'Challa.
T'Challa. But, yeah.
Jeez.
She is her own person.
T'Challa.
T'Challa, like Ed, what?
T'Challa.
We got some from chatter in the chat here. It says that Megan Thee Stallion or Serena, I assume Serena Williams, should be She-Hulk
No.
as casting.
I mean, Serena already has the build of She-Hulk.
Yeah, she's. I mean,
She,
Serena,
yeah, when she gets
She is-
pissed on the court,
she can break some rackets for sure.
she's scary.
She's
She's
Yeah,
scary.
she is.
picture.
So,
she's one muscular woman.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and she's always it. You know who always gets the end of Serena Williams race? It's that thin, white, old
The
tennis
Reddit guy.
the tennis ref who's sitting in the little tower. She's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like,
the tennis
"Ah!"
But hey, I'm not gonna lie. Serena Williams is bad as hell. So I mean, she might be muscular as all what, but she built like a woman. So I like that. And
So
she would
if you
she'd be a
go-
great She-Hulk. Like she wouldn't be a great She-Hulk. I mean, she's very muscular. So like if you were doing a live action, She-Hulk, like,
Man,
move
she's a
freedom-
little too muscular.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
she-
She-Hulk's not
yeah.
supposed to be so.
I mean, are you
yeah.
trying to
Thick.
say like you find her attractive?
Yeah, she's very attractive.
I don't know. I think Megan Thee Stallion is way, way, way more attractive than Serena Williams.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Y'all, yeah,
Mm.
I have to agree with the chat. Y'all are high because if y'all don't think that she's attractive, y'all, wow.
So
So
if
I
you
just,
go,
I just
there's
don't
a,
want someone hugging me that's got bigger biceps than I do. It's like
Yeah.
caressing me to bed with the
She would,
fucking
yeah, she would
giant.
crush you. She would crush
Yeah.
you 100%.
Mhm.
She's
So-
built like an Amazon. And
I
if
would
you go
have,
on,
like,
if
no
you go on
bones
YouTube,
left.
there is actually someone who plays She Hulk.
Oh yeah, we know
I
it.
forgot her
China.
name.
China.
China's
Oh yeah.
passed
Oh,
away.
God.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Yep,
that's-
she played
I'm
She-Hulk.
pretty sure Creamcast is all about China too.
No, I mean, she passed away, so I'm gonna be respectful.
I
But
forgot her name, but there is someone who actually does play as She Hulk, but they just altered her face, of course, and made her a little bit buff or whatever. But there is
Mm.
someone who does play She Hulk. I forgot her name though, but you can find her on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel. And all that
Pornhub?
stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure that's where you will go to first. But
I mean,
no,
also-
That's the
didn't
only
suggest
place I
that.
went.
I'm just curious of where they're gonna go with She-Hulk. I mean, the series is
I like it.
I like it so for as I like the series thus far is very good.
Yeah.
I don't need to have straight action like her just busting through walls. And
They
so I do-
sprinkle it in,
yeah, they sprinkle
just
it.
enough to
I
keep
do-
you entertained.
I do want more. I'm not. I do want a little bit more action. It is kind of
Mhm.
more. It is more comical, like jokes and jokes and jokes. Like I kind of want to see her like Hulk out, like for real. But I mean,
I
mean,
feel
we-
like
we-
we're
I mean,
going
you s-
towards a cliche like fight with her. I really want to see her like business suit ripped and torn, like each tatters,
right?
like hanging on, like she's really
Yeah.
like fighting.
And-
I
and
feel like
there's
we're
more
going towards
com-
that.
there-
Like she's
there's more
restraining
coming.
herself. Yeah.
Well, there's more coming to it because remember, there's a suit we haven't seen. So I'm assuming maybe the classic suit, the
Yeah.
It's
classic
their,
The
She-Hulk
it's the
suit.
purple and
purple,
white
purple
So,
white suit.
yeah, the purple suit. So you may have like an actual action scene coming up, and obviously it's probably gonna be against Titania because that's the rivalry they're building up.
Yeah,
I really liked what they did with Titania. That she's an influencer, and
Yeah,
just
right.
I really
It's
like.
great.
She's kind of like
Yeah.
ditzy, like
Yes,
yeah. I like
yeah.
that. I like that. Yeah, she's super strong, but she's not super strong to a point of like being like a straight up evil person. She's just like an
Yeah.
influencer that's super strong that just kind of like use her strength when she needs to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that as well. The one thing that I do want, like, I guess it's kind of like going off of a high of like Moon Knight, right? We came off that high not too long ago with Moon Knight, and Moon Knight was so fucking good. I
Yeah.
just like it's hard to beat anything. I think between Loki and Moon Knight, those are definitely my top two series for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this, I'm like, I really want to like it outside of just like the day-to-day kind of things that are going on with She-Hulk, but I
Mhm.
kind of want to get to a point of like, okay, where are we gonna progress the story more than just her doing namaste and so forth? Like, where are we gonna get I know Daredevil's supposed to show up some point in time. I mean,
I think
do-
next week we'll see Daredevil.
yeah, I think he does show up next week. So I kind of want to see that. I mean, they're doing the Daredevil Reborn series, so I'm assuming that eventually they're going to get to a point where his story drops off, or he's going to be a part of the story in some big way, drops off and kicks off for the next Daredevil TV series, which I think is a completely it's a complete remake, isn't it? Like it's supposed to like kind of trash the old.
Daredevil?
Yeah,
No, it's not.
They're
a
not
remake.
bringing
It's-
into the fold his story from Netflix.
I thought they weren't doing.
No,
that.
it is his story from Netflix happened. It's always been part of the MCU.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I thought they
Yeah,
were scrapping it.
that is canon.
Okay.
That is canon.
Well, but
No.
look, the thing is, I enjoy She-Hulk because I'm not gonna put it in the same level as Moon Knight or Loki. It's its
Mm.
own thing, and I like that it's its own thing because eventually you will get tired of Moon Knights and Lokis and everything if they just keep hitting you with action.
Sure.
You're gonna have the same thing that happened with all the MCU movies, where it just got to a point where people just getting fatigued of watching the same thing over and over and over again.
Mhm.
You need variety, you need diversity of programming when it comes to Marvel.
Sure, I agree.
Right.
And ultimately, well, we'll see what happens next week. I mean, we got an episode coming out tomorrow, right? So
Yeah.
we'll see
Yep.
what happens tomorrow. But yeah, I think it's going into a good direction. I've enjoyed every episode. I looked at the whole ass clapping controversy, or not ass clapping.
Oh, twerking.
Twerking, the
Twerking?
twerking. Yeah, I forgot that they include that
You
scene.
jump right to
Wrong
it.
video.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mind is stuck on some ass clapping.
Yeah.
The
Who is it?
yeah, I like I mean, like the whole ass clapping thing. Like I watched a lot of stuff that you guys were talking about previously, and I just don't see the big deal. Like the whole Megan Thee Stallion, her, twerking. Like it was such a, as actually I thought it was a funny scene. Honestly,
It's a
ki-
funny
it
scene.
kinda
It's just a
ruined-
dumb
yeah,
scene.
it kind of ruined it for me that people. I wish I had not heard about that scene prior to that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the fact that she, like, the actress, I forgot her name, actor, whatever her name is, she's a legit Megan Thee Stallion fan. She actually loves Megan Thee Stallion. And the fact that, like she's like, Megan Thee Stallion, I'll kill for you. Like she says it so earnestly that like you can't fake that. That was legit.
Yeah.
Like she truly is a big fan of Megan Thee Stallion. I love that. And the fact that it was a harmless, funny scene. It just and just like the entire series is funny. It's just a good series. I enjoy it. Now I think that we're starting to get into something a little bit more serious with her blood being taken and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, they're building in all the suspense that's about to come,
Right.
or whatever it's gonna happen.
I just hope
What do you think that guy gave her?
That guy.
I think he just
What do you mean?
copied
Her
her
phone.
data from his phone.
Yeah, I don't think he took her blood just yet, but he's working on it. I think.
Gave her what you mean, like an STD or something?
You think?
Is that
No,
what
you
you're trying to
think
get
you,
to?
you think he roofied her?
What are you trying to say?
No, her metabolism
Well,
works
they-
way too fast.
What? Well, when she's as She-Hulk, not as regular.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true.
It doesn't
Yeah.
activate until
Yeah,
unless
she-
she
remember-
Ed
gets
is
it.
making
You're absolutely right.
accusations here. Pretty bold. Pretty
Or
bold.
Ed, are you just saying that?
Date rape?
Are you just asking her? Did they have sex? Like, did he give her dick? Like, yes, they had sex.
Well, that
Yeah.
was already
Established.
hinted.
Yeah, that's-
Established.
What-
is that
what are you
So what are you
referring
referring
to?
to? I'm confused.
Like STDs, or are you referring to?
Yeah.
Like,
What are you
roofies?
referring to?
I'm just
Why are
saying.
you making?
Why?
What?
You just brought up a point. You just said something like, "What do you think she gave her?" Like, you obviously have. What are you talking about? Really, I'm genuinely confused with what you're trying to say. Hey, you're an idiot. Anyways, let's move on. Anyways, so that's capping off of Marvel stuff. What else? What else happened this week? Lord of the Rings
Chat says it's herpes.
is herpes.
Chat says it's herpes.
Yes, he gave
You
her.
got the herp.
Yes, he gave
Super
her
herpes.
Super herpes. Now she
Mhm.
has Hulk size herpes. It's
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
it's horrific. It's
Man,
she's,
I
she
mean,
gets like crabs.
it
and
is
they
what
get,
it
like,
is.
whole
It's
crabs.
what isn't she like 7
All
feet
crabs.
Yeah.
tall? She's 7 feet tall.
Yes.
That's a lot of herpes. So if she gives you a hug at face level, you're probably in her crotch.
Mm.
You probably got herpes too. That's why she needs to super.
Wow.
I mean, we all know. Anyways, moving on. Lord of the Rings. So Lord of the Rings came out with a new episode last week. Phenomenal. I fucking love this show, man. Lord of the Rings is amazing. This last episode, like like one of the big complaints about a lot of people have been saying is that it's slow build up. Slow build up. The world building is just not paced like they want it to be. I think it's paced perfectly. This episode pays off where shit is starting to kick off for sure. I feel like this episode is the episode that people really wanted. It was the big battle. It was a big battle that a lot of people wanted. It was full of action. Yeah, you actually see like the culmination of all these separate stories come together. I don't want to spoil too much, but I enjoyed this last episode for sure. And it was one of those episodes where everything seems great, and then you can see how fast shit can go down, in Middle Earth for sure. With this episode, it makes me extremely excited. I'm like watching Lord of the Rings, because I started later than you guys. I was able to watch a lot of the episodes like straight through, right? I was kind of upset that I have to wait another week to watch episode. This is one of the episodes that actually was like, fuck, I really have to wait another week. And
Well, you got one more, right? That's it.
I think
next week is the last
that's
one.
the one next. I thought, well, this is they're on episode 6 right now. So this week will be 7. It's only 7 episodes. I thought
That's 8. I'm thinking maybe 8. So maybe 2 more then.
It might be 2 more
Okay.
because I would be kind of hard pressed to think that they could finish everything out on this next episode. If they do finish out on this next episode, there's going to be definitely.
Well,
some
we don't
cliffhangers.
know. Remember, we don't know. We talked about the structure. We don't know how the series is going to structure itself. Time jump and so on and so forth. What the bookmark of the season end will be in the premiere. It's a very interesting. We won't really know until we get to season 2.
And if they
So,
do,
if they do,
this
season 2.
definitely this episode here, if they're supposed to, I thought they were supposed to go through with the rings actually being created. So if they do a time
Yep.
jump, then there is going to be a lot of fast forwarding in the next 2 episodes. I mean, for what happens if, I don't know. Do you guys want me to spoil it? I
Yeah,
won't spoil it. I
sure.
won't spoil it. But
Mm.
shit starting to pop off where we're starting to see how the Southlands were created, and
Yeah.
or the reason how the Southlands were created. And I'm thinking that
Mhm.
this could possibly be the reason. I'm assuming this is the reason, or how it's going to be created. So if that's the case, then we haven't gotten to the forge being completed out in the Elves HQ and their city. So we don't.
Yeah.
So there's still going to be a lot that needs to be done. You still have to have the different kings come together to get the rings, right?
Yep.
So there's a lot that needs to come together for.
Oh yeah,
that
there's
thing.
there's
Or
a
they're
lot.
already building the
There's-
forge to make the rings.
But they haven't done it though.
Yeah,
Like, they-
but they
Mm.
don't have the wisdom to
do
build the
it.
rings that comes with Sauron. Sauron has to. be
Sauron
involved.
is the one that basically influences how the rings are
Yeah.
made.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
So,
So
right
he
now we
needs
don't
to
know
be
who
part of
Sauron.
it.
We don't even know who Sauron is right now. Sauron.
I thought it was Eminem.
I thought it was too.
No, Sauron.
Oh,
Is
I
not
don't
Eminem. Shut the fuck up.
No, I don't think. I think. This
Well,
is
that's what I
just, like,
read on
agents.
online. I don't know.
Oh, you
Yeah.
read it?
Yeah, he read it online. He saw it on
Ah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
But no,
Hey.
it's like that's a reliable news source. It's like that's where I get all my news.
Yeah, that's where it gets all his news.
No,
that
so,
in Facebook.
yeah, we don't know what's happening with. I think we don't even know who Sauron is yet, which is crazy because in the series they refer to Sauron already as if they've already seen him. So why are they
His
still?
presence. His presence.
It's his presence.
Oh, his presence.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can be. So when he was defeated, he's sort of immaterial,
Mm-hmm.
and then he reforms himself.
Ah,
No,
okay.
yeah. At this point, he has a form, so he has a power now that he'll lose at the end of this series of He can shapeshift to become like an elf.
He can shapeshift. Yeah,
I think he
Yeah.
is an elf.
because
I think he's that guy
Well,
that
you
was-
might have seen him as an elf. Like, I mean, you could have seen him
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, he
he's
was
popping around.
Maya, right?
he's Maya. What?
I think he's that guy that was
Sauron.
writing in the book on the tree.
Elrond.
Maybe.
Elrond.
No,
Elrond.
No, it
Elrond
can't
is
be
not
Elrond.
Sauron. What? No.
Shut up.
You're-
Yeah, Ed, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey,
take
no,
he
that
can
advice, buddy.
shapeshift. I'm just saying.
No, that's
Yeah, he
actually.
No, he
shapeshifts as a
he can
specific character.
Change his appearance, but he can't imitate someone. So he can either look like an elf or he can look like the
Yeah, he comes
creature we
as
saw in
a
Lord of the Rings
specific
movie.
he comes as a specific elf. I
It's-
think he's called the Lord of Gifts, I think is his
It
name.
is literally coming off of hot off TikTok. Talking about new take. Elrond is actually Sauron, and that's it. This is all.
Yeah.
He's really just a friend with the dwarfs, just because. I don't
And
know.
he's gay.
And he's gay.
He's gay.
And the what's the guys called in Lord of the Rings?
The Valar.
Valar, yeah. He's like
Valar.
the
Oh, Valar, sorry.
Valar. They're so mad. I can't. I don't want to spoil it for you guys about what happens.
No,
but
no.
he's like they're so mad because he's gay. They really tear up Middle Earth because it's Sodom and Gomorrah, pretty much. Like no, Ed.
Wow.
Elrond's not Sauron. That's no, that's crazy.
That sounds
Well,
good.
now I have to watch to see what's
Yeah, I
going
think
on.
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, no, that's. It's a good
Do you
episode.
want to review the next Paw Patrol? Chat says you would have the Paw Patrol review.
Yeah, tell
Hey,
us.
Paw Patrol's
tell-
pretty cool.
Hot and ready.
Tell that person, whoever told you that, to kiss my ass.
Okay.
Paw Patrol is a shit.
Okay.
I love all the Paw Patrol characters, and
Yeah.
please don't make me name them off because I will if I have to.
Name one.
Let me name one.
Yeah, don't Google it.
Yeah,
Name
he's
one.
Googling. You can tell he's
You-
Googling.
Yeah, I'm
Please.
Googling.
I mean, I like the
Rubble.
blue one,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Rubble. I love Rubble.
Is
Rubble?
that his name?
The
Rubble?
blue
No,
one.
no, no, the blue one. I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
know. Let me see.
The blue one is Sergeant Puppy, I believe.
It's
Sergeant Puppy.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
mean, unusual
Sergeant
that a
Pepper.
puppy has attained sergeant status.
There's
but
Zuma.
I don't know
There's
that.
Everest. There's Rocky. I don't see the rest of the Paw Patrol.
What's the
team.
ranks though? What the hell?
I mean, geez, I don't know. Let me see.
We need ranks.
What color?
We need Paw Patrol
which
lore in
kid?
here.
We
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Oh, you're
I'll
Chase.
bust you down to sergeant so fast. Your
Blue
head-
is Chase. There you
Yeah,
go.
Chase.
Chase.
Yeah.
Chase.
Yeah.
There you go.
God, I fucking hate.
yeah,
people.
Chase for sure.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, I hate our chat sometimes. I
Now, which
really do.
Paw Patrol is gay is the question.
I
Next
They're all
episode.
gay.
Wow.
next episode.
Next episode.
Yeah. Turn into
Next
the next episode.
Yep.
Um,
And I hope they establish that and not just flip a switch. Chase is gay.
Chase is gay. I mean, it might
Yeah.
be.
As long as it's in the comics beforehand, Ed will be okay with it.
Bandito Max says, "Remember when Chase beat up that unarmed brown guy? That was wild. God damn. Too soon, man. Too soon.
He was resting his little knee on the neck.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my!
He used this little pot to turn off that camera. We saw that though,
Oh,
right?
boy.
What the fuck was up with that?
And we're moving on. Anywho,
They do not represent
yeah,
I was just
definitely- none of
the Ed
these-
on the ground.
yeah, none of these fools represent Creamcast whatsoever. God damn, I hate you fucking guys. Fuck, now I lost my train of thought. What I was gonna talk about.
They're on puppy paid leave.
God damn. Anyways, yeah. So Lord of the Rings is. I think is gonna be the last two episodes are gonna be really, really good. I really want to see who they reveal as Sauron. I mean, there's so many people that could be. Like some people were saying, it's the little boy that holds the sword.
It's-
And that's like
it's
it-
Slim
I don't
That's
think-
what I
Shadings.
said, and
don't
I got
think so.
shut down right away.
No, not Slim
Uh,
Shady. It's about the little boy.
no,
that-
no, the kid that found the broken
Yeah,
sword.
yeah. Everybody, some people were saying like it could be him, like he's just playing stupid or playing dumb and so forth. But I was like, that doesn't.
The
make
one that
sense.
makes the most sense is what Darkseid said, being the lost king. What's his name?
Oh
The
yeah,
guy
the
that-
Witch King.
the Witch King.
The
Not the
yeah,
Witch King. I'm sorry.
the dude, the
guy that's
king of the
with
South, the king of the Southlands.
the King of Southlands. Thank
King
you.
of the
Yeah.
South.
Oh, do you think so? You think so?
Well, he's the Witch King for sure. He
Huh.
will be.
So he will be the witch.
corrupted.
Okay, then that
Yeah.
completely removes him from being Sauron. Then, so
I mean, that's like the most likely candidate. You should start seeing some of these like ring wraiths. Who the ring wraiths are? Just corrupted
Yeah, the other
leaders of
kings.
men.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's talked about how he doesn't want that power because
he
he's
just-
afraid of it, and
He said
He's
something,
done
he did some
things and-
yeah.
yeah,
He
so it
has
feels
been
like he's
warning
going in
her
a direction
too,
where like
telling her like,
he's
"Hey,
got a
don't
destiny.
trust me" or whatever.
Well, actually, that would
Yeah.
be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's kind of
I haven't,
sounding the horns on his own
I haven't read the
on
what's that book?
himself.
What's
so.
that? What's that book
Okay.
called? Samarilicon or whatever.
Oh,
We lose,
I think
uh,
Creamcast froze.
Oh no,
there
he
we
kind
go.
of froze up a little
Oh,
bit.
you guys froze for me.
Oh.
What's the Samarilicon, whatever that shit's called? I haven't read. Well, actually, I haven't read.
Oh,
Silmarillion?
Silmarillion, yeah.
yeah.
Silmarillion.
That would be cool. So I'm coming in this as like pure, just watching this for fun. It would be cool,
Mhm.
like he is the Southland king or whatever. He's been saying all this time like I don't want to do this, and then he turns into the very evil that she's been. Galadriel has been.
Galadriel.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that shit. I'm not doing that.
Galadriel.
Shit.
Galadriel.
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 There you go.
Galadriel.
No, you just sound like you have.
Isildur.
Gotta roll your
Isildur.
Galadriel.
Yeah.
Galadriel.
Yeah.
Please
Galadriel.
honor the Tolkish.
Tolkish ways. Yeah. Why is
Yeah,
people
please.
I hate that people talk like that. I'm like, do they get like British and like people from like the EU who can like actually do this type of like
Yeah, like roll their R's.
roll their R's? Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think I've seen like one American, like regular American ass dude
Yeah.
talking about hey Galadriel. Like,
Yeah,
You know,
yo,
like-
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
No, what they should have is they should have someone with a Cockney accent. That would
Cockney?
be perfect.
A
Have
what?
you guys heard the Cockney accent?
Yeah, the
No.
chimney
It's
sweep.
that unintelligible British accent that you can't even
yeah.
understand what they're saying.
Nah, I've never heard the Cockney accent. So,
It's the like Southern London
Yeah.
chimney sweep accent.
Yeah. Good morning, Gavin. I got you going to jail.
Yeah, I've
Basically, that's what they sound like.
Yeah, I've never heard that. It just blows my mind that everybody in this fucking universe can like when they talk to Galadriel, they be like Galadriel. Like I'm from Numenor. And like
Numenor.
Yeah, Numenor. I'm like, why the fuck is everybody talking like this? Like, just say it normal. Like, you're like, I'm from Numenor, bitch. Like, I'm from
It's Lord of the Rings.
like,
They just had to say it like that.
like the king of the regular ass like Southlands. He's like, yeah, I'm the king of the Southlands. I'm like, that's my type of people right there. Like, I don't want to be talking to
The
fucking
humans.
elf. Yeah, like just regular ass human. I don't want to be an elf and talking about. I went to Clavelsteel and I got the Mithril. And I'm just like, what? It's Mithril, bitch. Like, it's not like I'm.
Oh, yeah,
Just,
Mithril.
yeah, Mithril.
Mithril.
Yeah, like Mithril, like the fuck.
We call it Mithril.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, exactly. Like, how are you gonna correct the damn dwarf on how to call it what the ore is?
Yeah, the guy that found it.
Yeah, he's like, no, we call it Mithril. Like, God. Yeah, but no, it's I love the series, and I think I told you guys like on episode 4, my heart was swelling with like such emotion, like the music, the cinematography, like in
The
Numenor,
cinematography and the music is amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, I think we all
It's top
agreed.
notch.
I think we
Yeah.
pretty much give it like super high scores of
Yep.
how good of a show it is.
Yeah, it just solidified it for me, and I was just enamored with it. So, and this last episode, like I said, great episode. I would damn near give it a perfect episode, honestly, a perfect score for this.
All right.
So yeah, you guys need to watch
I
it.
gotta jump on it tonight.
You
Yeah,
are
yeah, you
hyping
got
it
it.
way too much.
No, it's a great episode.
Yes, you're ruining it right at this point.
Right at this point, you guys are gonna be like, you're gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
you
and be
gotta
like,
shut
this
the
shit
hell
suck.
up. You gotta
Yeah,
shut
it's
the
the best
hell
I'm
up.
gonna be
episode of all
waiting for
time.
like the battle of all battles.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead and give it your blurries. He's like 10.1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if I was gonna give it
You
a
love
blur,
it.
yeah,
You love it.
I think it's all right. I think it's all right. It's not the greatest. It's not the
That's
best.
fine.
But it's it's a solid 3. It's a 3. It's,
Okay, solid
no,
3.
I would say I would give it a 9.5. I would almost give it a 10. No, I would say honestly probably a 10.
Just go with your heart.
I'll go.
yeah,
I'll give
10.
it a 10. It's probably
cool.
it's probably the perfect.
I mean, it
episode.
did all the things that Creamcast wanted it to do. That's great when you have that experience.
Yeah, it was a great episode for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it.
All right. I think we're running long.
Yeah. Is there anything else we
probably
want?
gotta wrap it up?
Yeah, we're going 2 point.
I
2
don't think
hours.
we got time for it this week, but next week we got to talk a little Andor and a little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
House
that's
of the
fine. I
Dragon
haven't
too.
watched the latest Andor.
Like you literally have one thing to do, and that's to watch like 2 episodes. Like you didn't watch nothing. You didn't watch Andor, but you watched She-Hulk though.
Yes.
Did you even watch She-Hulk? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
what we talked about. We talked about his
Yeah, I
whole
watched
nonsense.
She-Hulk.
Did you watch She-Hulk
Yeah.
Underground?
Yeah.
What did you watch Andor?
Did you watch Andor?
Yes.
You're caught up on
Oh,
Andor.
Look at that.
Yes.
Okay.
Dang.
And did you watch?
Have you
Lord of
caught
the
up
Rings?
with Lord of the
I'm not
Rings of
caught up
Power at all?
because the episodes are so long, so I'm not caught up on that.
Episodes are
How
so
many
long;
have
they're
you
an
watched?
hour.
Yeah, an hour.
Yeah, how can you watch
Yeah.
Andor? Andor's an hour.
Think
Yeah,
about
Andor's
it.
an hour too.
She-Hulk, Andor, Lord of the Rings. That's 3 hours or something. I
Yeah,
got things to
But
do
you
when those
You can play KI.
AI at
like-
1 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't do it the normal time I do at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. Yes.
That was literally a
mean-
blessing.
I don't know. And I've said this plenty of times. I'd much rather watch Lord of the Rings than watch Andor.
Well, I
I
think
don't
you
know.
would.
Andor seems pretty cool. I've
Andor
been
was
ready to
pretty-
get back in Andor.
I mean,
I would rather watch Lord of the Rings than House of the Dragon at this point. I say that now, and I know House of the Dragon is going to be interesting too for me. But like I said,
love it.
we're living in the golden age, boys.
Yeah,
the golden age.
Sure.
like this is honestly prime time TV right now. House of Dragon, I liked it. I've literally caught up on every series that we were supposed to watch. I watched Andor, loved it. Watched House of Dragon, loved it. Watched Lord of the Rings, obviously loved it. She-Hulk, I won't say I loved it, but it was a good episode.
Oh, yeah, I
So
like it,
let
but
me
you're
ask
right.
you this.
I
Why
don't
don't
love it.
people shut the hell up?
I
What?
think
Why
Go on.
don't people if we're all agree that we're in like the golden age and we got bangers left and right, we're like, I mean, Star Wars show, Lord of the Rings show, House of the Dragon, She-Hulk, etc., etc. all these like great hits and even stuff we're not even talking about, like Stranger Things and
Witcher.
The Boys, which I mean, like we are in like a golden age and people still find shit to complain about.
That's just the human condition.
Yeah.
We love complaining.
People think, I feel like
yeah.
people always try to, I think people always have this idea that they could do better. Like they always have this idea like, oh, well, like an example, somebody in the chat said the new actors of Dragons suck. They don't suck. It's just it's a new series. And it's not, yes, everybody's in love with Game of Thrones, but you saw how quickly that faded out in the last couple seasons. Now, the last couple seasons were they the greatest? No, because the pacing and everything else was just absolutely shitted on. And they someone actually did a graph of like words said per episode drastically went down as this series went on. But the thing is that, with these new shows, now I do agree with what Coolest Sibling has said. When the actors do change, they suck. Like the initial actors for Game are, what's that shit called? Game of Thrones, new Game of Thrones.
They changed actors.
They keep changing actors for time
in
jumps.
Dragon.
Time jumps?
They do,
Time
they're
jumps.
doing
Okay.
time
Oh,
jumps.
so like younger actors become.
I literally only
yeah.
watched, I think, like the first 2 episodes, and then I stopped watching it.
Yeah, they're switching out actors because of switches. So once you love
Okay.
once you get like a familiar and love with the actor, then it switches out. You're like, you kind of like that actor, and it's kind of like the same thing with Game of Thrones. We loved the beginning of Game of Thrones, but as it got older and it got later on in the series, people stopped falling in love with it as much, and people had complaints. Game of Thrones is a perfect example of that. Game of Thrones, people loved it, but see, people are still going to complain. Oh, it's not. What about this 18 characters in Game of Thrones? Like Game of Thrones has so many fucking characters in it that never get put into the actual series. But people always like, well, what about this character? This character is so important. Like everybody has an opinion because they think they can do better. But if you gave them the budget and the time, they couldn't do 90% of the shit that was actually produced. So I feel like people just like to complain just to complain. They think they can do better because it sounds good. Everybody wants to stroke the ego and thinking like they can do so much better. But in reality, a lot of people suck. A lot of people don't have good ideas. And people can't actually execute these things. Like it sounds good when you're talking about it with your group of friends, like how we are, and we're sitting here talking about, oh my goodness, we could have did this so much better, blah blah blah.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're guilty of that too.
We're absolutely guilty.
No way, man. No way.
We're perfect.
It's just a way that just people are. But you're right. If like any of us got told to make a movie, we'd make the worst movie in the world.
Absolutely.
It would like be nonsensical mess just on screen.
Think of like if someone made the Ed Underground the movie. It would be
so awesome.
It would be so horrible.
It would be so awesome.
So you guys
it'd be like the Legend of Zelda and Killer Instinct merged in one movie. Amazements.
Yeah, the bastard child of that. I mean, deformed, everything else. Like probably wouldn't live more than 5 minutes out of the movie. It would be horrible.
Yeah. Obviously we would have to cast the guy from who's the I'm the Captain Now guy?
False.
Somali
that would
refugee?
have to be cast as the Ed
That would be
Underground.
completely
Yeah,
false.
yeah,
He has the
sure.
physique,
The
build of an Ed Underground.
You know that poor
That'd be
guy.
completely false.
He thought he was gonna be famous after that role.
Yeah.
They said like he's pretty much homeless because of the fact that he's like nobody. He has such a unique like build.
I
and
mean,
look.
if you need a Somali like our Somali pirate, then
he's your go-to guy.
Your go-to,
Wow.
Poor guy! I didn't know he got screwed
I mean,
by
like
that role.
what?
There he
like,
goes.
I mean, if you really can't like, he's not. Even if he was going to play an American, there's no American that's that thin. You know what I mean? It doesn't even make any sense.
Too well fed.
He's too well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. But
so you guys
sucks
think
for
we're
that
an
guy.
anomaly? The Blur podcast that we like these things and we're appreciative.
No,
and we're
I'm pretty
giving
sure
it
there's plenty of
favorable
people
reviews.
out there that like it. Maybe where is it? The squeaky wheels gets the grease.
Yeah,
it's just
True.
the vocal
So,
minority.
Vocal minority.
because
And
nobody
it just makes it seem like everyone hates it.
Yeah, because you think about it, if you enjoy the show, most people who enjoy the show are not going to be like us. What we talked about before, none of us have ever gone and been like, "Oh my god, I love the show." Like we don't do that. Like we'll talk about it, but we don't post reviews. But the people who are angry in their, I was gonna say in their grandma's basement, whatever.
Mhm.
They're the ones that are gonna be like, I'm so angry. I'm going to write this, 12-page paragraph about this or a 12-page review about this thing. So, I feel like, yeah, like just like Green Tuna said, it's the loud minority versus the quiet majority.
It's been the case for a lot of things.
And that, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. All right, let's wrap this baby up.
Uh-oh. Green Tuna got some wife aggro.
What?
I said,
Yeah,
you got some
somebody-
wife aggro. Your wife was like, "Get your ass off of this." I heard the
No.
jokes. I heard the jokes you said. I heard the jokes you said. Go ahead, Ed. Go ahead and take us out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 60 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, you can find us on all major platforms and talk with us live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. Catch you next time, baby. You thought I messed
Blur
up,
you
didn't you?
later.
Thought I messed up,
Blur
didn't
you
you? You
later.
thought I did, didn't you?
You
Nope.
always look like you're about to
Got it.
Galadriel.
Good
I got it.
Isildur.
Boom.
No. All right.
Numenor.
What?
All right. Below you guys later.
Play later.
Blurry.